mission. Anything to excuse mission. Love now, there's deliverable. No coward in the mud. Love now, for half only access recovery team. Love now, heaven sent sorry, oh, but then we made mistake. Love now, somebody help me, I like talking. Let me see it and get talking. But I mean, come me talking. So you can get me for talking, oh. And I be out, we know that. Or you making it hard up. I told the people say he was sleeping. All in I believe he was sleeping. See you right now, you sleeping. See my people regretting. But why you didn't you regret? I will say the truth when you hear you can't get me. Love now, the rescue mission. Anything to excuse mission. Love now, there's deliverable. No coward in the mud. Love now, for half only access recovery team. Love now, heaven sent sorry, oh, but then we made mistake. Love now.
Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
I'm feeling the vibes with originalhits.com. I'm feeling the vibes with originalhits.com.
Heaven sent.
Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
Our people say the thing like a game will stop on your toes. When the season will be good, that on the eve, we will know. Kakobima, Kudabo. I thought our rescue, but I can't attend to excuse. Love now, the rescue mission. Anything to excuse mission. Love now, there's deliverable. No coward in the mud. Love now, for half only access recovery team. Love now, heaven sent sorry, oh, but then we made mistake. Love now. Wale konjo de la wala, le mene fini podi o ikikata. I said it here, you not believe it, but now nothing you seen it, oh. They want to grow, le mene get out don't follow. Kujuku. Ajalelelele oh, si o lelelele oh, ajalelelele oh. Love now, the rescue mission. Anything to excuse mission. Love now, there's deliverable. No coward in the mud. Love now, for half only
Cedric, Chicken, what does he say? What do you have to wait? One night, you know, go for you. Peter Bayas, I just wait. Today, Mayor Jana was I just wait. See your soul, what does it work? Don't come on, the one brother here. But when you're brother in the blood, Osana. Osana, no, I saw why you. More point to where I was. I don't know how.
I'm gonna pay Janet. Where my Annie Janet? That's a form now. Alias go bole. When you better know it, it's just a kunu. It's like this. I'm a problem. I'm one that in here. When I go where I just don't need nobody go where I it's my do it. It's my feed it. Don't it even more. I'm the bell. I'm running out your way. I know where kinda better. The major do the Ajabadia. When so Daniel, if you're in this way, I went back by that one. Now you go work kind of, go work kind of. What is that more? What does it do? What I'm going to do not kill. I am by you. Don't you want what I'm going to kill? One word drop away, one by him. You're a giant. Well, you're dead, yeah. That is a boy that I want no more. You're a good little. What I must have I don't know. One more, well, so. Joanna, to go. Nice, very good. What are you? When I'm on benches, you know, Julia, 9 benches, you know, so go, I know where kind of, you don't want to know what I just in flow. Oh, I know where kind of, where I am, I'm a dreidel. I know where kind of, what I saw about the eye, and you're run again. She's danger. Kind of where, Honorable, Parental, where I go it, man, say no, manager. Look for now, next one last year. I know where Parental, manager, what I do, no matter what, nice bell. What did you know? I know where kinda. Oh, I know where kinda. Kinda bad. I know where kinda. I know where kinda. Imagine the air. What's your body? I know where kinda. When what does what I know kinda. I know where kinda. Hey, I know where kinda. So the way is on, the way is you. I know where kinda. Julia Danger. I must think where what did I get out from me again? I think I'm here, young boy. I'm here. I'm about to put no, I don't get out the way. When you go on, they put him back there. I know, I was Cedric, Chicken, may God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now a brand new edition of Voices SINOE coming your way this afternoon. Again, we ask you just a small favor. Share the link for us, and we would do appreciate it. Okay, so we'll be with you shortly. Don't go away. Patrick is backstage.
May God bless you.
Yes, today is one of the queens of ESOTERIC birthday. Yesterday was Elise's birthday, and today is Joann's birthday. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the big day. Daddy is happy for the girls. Happy belated birthday. Yesterday was the birthday of Elise, and today's 14. She's 14 years and 1 day old. And of course, today is Joann's birthday. She turns 19 today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we about 13 minutes into the show here. So we got to get the ball rolling. As you join us, please do us again a favor. Nothing too big for you to do. Just hit that share button. Also, you can subscribe to our YouTube page, Voices SINOE. In the Diaspora is our YouTube page. Just hit that subscription button and the notification button as well. And every time we go live, you will be informed. All right, so let me bring my man Patrick on here so we can start the conversation. If I look like it's frozen here. Hopefully not. Shouldn't do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another brand new edition of Voices SINOE here, coming to you from these United States of America. Let me do quick sound check here, guys. Let's see the other time, the last show. I didn't like my audio, so let's see how you're gonna get a little feedback here. And I would like to do the audio check before I get here, but let me do this and give me a second here. Let me make sure my audio is working. Let me make sure my audio is working. All right, I think it looks good to me here. It looks good. I'm assuming. If you're out there, please give me a thumb up if the sound is okay on your side. It looks good. I'm assuming. If you're out there, please give me a thumb up if the sound is okay on your side. All right, you should be fine. You should be fine there. All right, all right. There you go. Let's see. Let me change that my background. I like that. Okay, there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, officially welcome to Santa County Premier Platform Voices SINOE in the Diaspora. With Doc Sarpo, the Esoteric, and Patrick, the veteran journalist, Patrick Bolu, and also Sam Walker. We are here every Thursday, beginning at 12 noon Eastern, which is 5 p.m. in Liberia. We are here to share with you trending issues from Liberia, from these United States of America, and different communities around the world. So again, as you join us, relax yourself. Make sure you share the link for us. Subscribe to our YouTube page. That's the only favor we want from you. And then if you want to participate, all you have to do is share the link. Send me the number, all the numbers on the screen. And if you want to come live, we can share the link with you. And you come and participate, give your thoughts on any of the topics that we'll be discussing. Without further ado, I'd like to bring my man Patrick on here to get the ball rolling. Is Patrick frozen over there? It looks like it. Yeah, he is. So I will kick him out, and he will come back. It's Liberia. Yes. So guys, again, I'm happy to be here all the time, or at least every Thursday, to have a conversation with you. I hope you are having a good time out there, staying out of trouble. Those of us in the U.S., we live under the regime of Donald Trump right now. And so, I mean, just do what you can to stay out of trouble. Yeah, just do that. Today, we have a full agenda. We had two, initially, we had two guests that you have been here. But it looks that one of the guys is not going to be here today with us because of other engagement. Something popped later. And so the gentleman is not going to be with us. But once my co-host gets on, I'm going to call the first guest to have a quick conversation with him. And then we are going to get into all the other subjects that we have here. Let me move one of the videos here. All right. Hey, Patrick.
Hey.
I think you got to back away from the screen a little bit. You're very close. Okay, good. You look good now. Let me get him backstage. Yeah, if you are situated, I'll bring you back home. All right, guys. Let's see. I want a brother to get seated here. Hey, Patrick, you go now?
Oh man, what's going on?
Sorry. Yeah, the device is he's grappling with the device over there. Let's see. Once he gets okay, I'm gonna bring him on. So let me see a couple of the people that are following right now while my man is getting set up. Hey, Ambassador Motanjeto, how are you? Morris Morris Kiwia. That's a way my phone. Morris Kiwia. Truman Todman T. Sewan. Levi Campbell. How you doing, boss? How are you? Thanks for following the show. Abraham, how you doing? I'm also saying here, Kpayoun is following. Gerju, how you doing? All right, so if you want me to recognize you, just hit that make a comment and we're going to know. I'm seeing other people, or maybe they're following from you too, so I'm not seeing your name. So make sure and just comment and share the link for us, and I will recognize you. All right, let's see. Hopefully my man will finally get situated there. He's still fighting with the device. All right, let's see. Hey, Patrick. Finally, huh?
I got it right.
Finally, okay. Is my audio okay on your side?
Yeah, very okay, very okay, very bustling, and I think it's good. It's all good.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, officially welcome to SINOE County Premier Platform with Patrick Bulu and Doc Sarpo, the Esoteric. Hopefully Sam going to join us later. Patrick, how is Liberia? How is the nation capital, as you guys normally say out there?
Well, the nation's capital, I mean, Monrovia this year, I guess today, in this time, James Moron could be disappointed. I mean, to see Monrovia the way it is after him or in his honor, that Monrovia has not turned to be any of the cities, like any of the cities in the United States. I mean, he could be disappointed. But Monrovia is here, always charged politically, and things are happening here, good things, bad things, and the people, they are coping. And everything is just the way it is. Electricity is scarce. A fundamental commodity, and to the survival of every human being, yeah, is something that is very scarce. A lot of things are ongoing, bro, and I think we are here. Yeah, yeah, we are here. Back home. I mean, we also hear of good and bad news, crisis in the Tatwa lane, the concession disagreement in the former EPO concession area in San Quentin, crisis are contending, and for incentives on concessions. In NOMOMPOH, we saw a contentious issue also being raised by NOMOMPOH youth, who it doesn't spill into something, more contentious as we see in Tatwe and in the San Quentin area and other areas in the county. But the good news is, I mean, the people are going about a normal business.
All right, man. I don't know whether it's normal given the struggle of the people, but you talk about whether James Moreau going to be happy. The question is, naming the city after James Moreau, was it to the consent of the American people or the family or Liberian people just decided to just give the name to the man? So, but anyway, just out of curiosity, yeah, with the NOMOMPOH youth, the presidents who have been here with us, but yeah, last minute of time I was trying to, because normally when I get the guests, we agree to come on. I do follow up to make sure that we are on the same page. And before the show, multiple times I called and I saying communications, he wasn't responding. So I made an assumption that he wasn't coming. Then after we were about to go live, he called me. But then I have already altered the agenda for today. So we're going to reschedule him to come and talk to us. So let me see the second guest on the list, Patrick, before we get to our talking points for today. If you are joining us, you are welcome to the show. Mr. Kpayoun, what district is he? I want to say
Kpayoun is the statutory superintendent of Wakocco Statutory District. One of the districts was also operationalized before his exit from politics in SINOE.
Oh, okay, okay. So we want to recognize the honorable. He's following the show. The other day, I think we broke the breaking news here. He was one of the men who was in compliance, but then later on, the president made the guys. Sometimes you got to put the fire on the turtle bag, right? To
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
So, boy, he met the requirement now. Yeah, go ahead, Patrick.
But interestingly, one of his colleagues, one of his colleagues who met the who tried to also go in line with the requirement that declaring his asset. The day after he declared his asset, the president replaced him. you know,
Who is
yeah.
that?
The Bayern district superintendent Dara, he declared his asset. I think the same day on a quick date, on a quick date. But I think he has been replaced with the person he succeeded. so,
So,
I mean,
Patrick, let's go into that a little bit. Was the president wrong to have dismissed him or replaced him?
no, the president wasn't wrong to dismiss him. In fact, the Constitution clearly states unequivocally that everyone appointed by the president works at the will and pleasure of the president, and the president holds no explanation to anybody for whatsoever reason why he dismisses a person, why he fires a person, and why he suspends a person. So Darius Nambe, unfortunately, he and Joe Sumo, so far are the two unluckiest superintendents appointed by the president, and in less than 60 days, in days, he fired them.
Yeah, but why is just the two people though?
Well, this is a politics of this is the game of politics in the county, right? Remember the contentious politics of SINOE has always is always play on interest and people who favor certain people. So, for instance, in the Tajawan area, this lady, Manan Annie Pople, she was
Okay.
appointed by President Weah, and she served there as superintendent for 6 years. She participated in the election supporting Duncan and others against Senator TJ. So it seemed that when the Unity Party government won, they managed to get Joe Sumo, who also supported Senator TJ, as a superintendent, all right, for the district. So the woman here onto the key after the guy got appointed. No, in fact, after he got appointed, I was asked to act by the president. The woman here onto the key, for weeks, and then later on, the justice ministry came in to retrieve the key from her. The guy took office and held his first meeting. The day after his first meeting was held with the citizens, the president fired him and brought my popular back.
Yeah, I saw the communication. I saw her appointment communication.
Yeah. So she has now been confirmed by the Liberian Senate, and I think she'll be inducted. She'll be inducted. I think this month or next month. I can't remember the main date. Now, that was number 2 was one of those confirmed by the Senate after his appointment by the president earlier. After months of struggle and everything else, he got suspended by the president amongst 450 persons for not declaring his asset. He came on Friday to declare his asset, and just on Friday, the president released a new list of appointees, bringing back Mr. Ibrahim Pion, the superintendent under George Weah government. So Ibrahim Pion is back, and Dara's number jersey is now hung up. So I mean, that's the politics there, but I know everything happening right now is based on party interest, party politics, and Senator Duncan and Senator Chie are the ones leading the campaign so far. With the local appointments that are really taking place right now. I think they are the ones really spearheading those things right now. The confirmation. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Let me see what I can reach out to Mr. Wakocco. He wants to speak to some development that unfolding in Liberia. Let's see what I can get him. We spoke. I'll send you a message. Let's see you will pick up.
Okay. You calling on WhatsApp?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Patrick. It looks like he's a little basic right now. Saying you are local, maybe trying and see what are he going to pick up.
Oh, let me see. Okay, I will try.
If it is not possible, Patrick, let's just get into our topics here. We have a full agenda.
Yeah, sure, definitely. We have a very rich agenda today. Yeah, and I think we got a lot of interesting early viewers today. This guy, prolific writer. Refer to him as a prolific writer. I mean, he's trying to be distinguished among local writers in Greenville or SINOE, Abraham Zanto. I mean, he's trying to distinguish himself, make himself more credible when it comes to his writing skills and style. Zanto is has just joined us here. Get you Joann.
Yeah, so Patrick, let's get to our topics. I'm going to recognize the people over here.
Okay.
We'll recognize the viewers in a little bit, but I think the reason I was calling Mr. Wakocco is because, are you hearing me? My sound is okay?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, try to make sure here. So the reason I was calling Mr. Wakocco is because I don't know whether you followed the development when it went to So if you follow that incident, can you speak to that, please?
Okay. So the development we call historically some would call it a milestone, some would call it a significant step towards any recognition of sign of Sapo as a tribe in the county or the country rather. Increasing the number of tribes from 16 historically to 17 now. So the Sarpo Campaigners embark on a journey, for recognition or maybe for the tribal identity of the Sapo people. So in fact, they took a huge stance against the government of Liberia a couple of years ago, about 2-3 years ago, when the government intentionally, willfully, and deliberately, or maybe you could say maliciously, printed the $1,000 banknotes, with an inscription of only 16 traditional marks, representing what the government believes, 16 tribes, symbol of 16 tribes. So the campaigners, I think, felt felt obligated to ensure the fact back to have the Sapo marks included amongst 16 to make it 17. On every historical indication, they have convinced, they have been a convincing nation, convinced the court, convinced the Central Bank of Liberia, convinced the government of Liberia that Sapo, needs no further denial, because from every historical pieces of writings, it is indicated. Liberian historian William Allen also, admitted to the inclusion of Sapo as a 17th tribe. All mail record, UN embassy, and most of the institutions in the country have recognized that. So why should they be left out? So in followance of that campaign, they also took significant steps, and part of it included to ensure what the Sapo marks is. First of all, identify it. What is it? What is it really? How does it look? What does it represent? and what is its cultural or traditional significance. Yeah, so they went on to identify it, and importantly and very marvelously, they came up with something that the government has now recognized. In fact, in a symbolic display at Maker's press conference, it was it was nationally announced, proclaimed, or maybe as displayed. So I think this is where we are. So now that with the marks being identified, and now recognized, so we look forward now to the printing of new banknotes of when the new printing takes place in the future of the 1,000 notes. It is hopefully believed that the Sapo marks will be included now to make it 17. They're all setting the stage to say Sapo officially, it's a tribe like the Madingos, all right, like the Bele, like the Manon, like the Gil, like the Dane, the Mendi, the Bandi, and you can go on naming them, the Va, the Gola, the Bassa, the Crew, the Grable, the Crown, and then every other tribe. So so I think that was the significance, that was achieved, and we hope to hear it from the campaigners themselves to give us more historical background and what next after this whole achievement.
All right. Yeah, Patrick, I think that's a significant milestone. I want to agree with you. The leaders before this current batch of young people, or relatively young people, I don't know why, because if you look at the history of Liberia, the first indigenous vice president of the Republic of Liberia was a Sarpo guy. And if you look at the liberation struggle as well, you have the Sapos were prominently, involved. So I don't know why they weren't, recognized. Even if you go to the 6-man council, or what have you, the late Kuyat was representing the citizen, the civilian aspect in the country. So with all these different powerful figures that were occupying major stakes in the country, I don't see why. Even lately, we had Honorable Zarzar. Was there as well, another powerful figure in the Liberian political scene. And so, you can print a money, or you can establish a national symbol, and the Sapos would be excluded. It was just mind-boggling to me how that happened. But we are glad that we have new soldiers, that will crusade for justice across the country. Which Mr. Wakocco, we spoke before yesterday, and he told me that he was going to be here, but I don't know why. I called his assistant as well, and he did not pick up. But we want to say congratulations to the fight and the waged, and that was a fight of justice, an appropriate fight, and that's why you do it. You cannot be a major part of a country and the other people are recognized and you are left out. So that's, I think, if you ask me, Patrick, when it comes to the money, the reason the Sapos were left out is because of Mr. Talu. I don't know what he had against the Sapo people, because the Sapos and the Crown are basically, brothers and sisters. So while you have a crown man in power, and then a national symbol, the money will be printed and all the other tribes will be added, but then the Sapos will be, okay, Mr. Wakocco is calling me back. Let's see. Hello there.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, Mr. Wakocco, welcome to Voice of SINOE.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, so I think you came right on time. We are talking about the the major development from Liberia with respect to the Sapos being officially added, or the mask being displayed at the Ministry of Cultural Affairs and Tourism. And so we just want you to a little bit speak to that, and I mean what it means.
I think it's on historic, a very big moment for the Sapo people that the Sapo marks has been recognized by the government of Liberia and displayed. I think they settled the argument about whether or not Sapo is a tribe, even though we've been here before the foundation of the state. So I think it's a great day for all of us.
Okay, all right. So, but I don't know whether my device is working properly. I try to make sure. Yeah, I was frozen now. I think I'm active now. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, Mr. Wakocco, so what becomes of the case though now that the Sapos are officially recognized? What becomes of the case? Are you still pursuing it?
Oh, exactly. Because the case, like the campaigners been saying from the inception of everything, is that the case about the violation of our rights to representation on historical facts or historical symbols, artifacts of the country. We were not represented, and we felt that that was an injustice to the Sapo tribe, and we are in this country. Multiple sources of evidence are available to prove that. And so the case we are pursuing is about the violation of the right of the Sapo to representation on national artifacts and symbols. So yes, we'll still prosecute the case. In fact, that case, as we speak, is before the Honorable Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia.
So Mr. Wakocco, if you were to speculate though, what led to the exclusion of the Sapo from the money?
I just think it was blatant disregard for the history of the country, and probably a lot of people have vested interest why Sapo should be where they are, and that's why they chose to exclude the Sapo people. Because when we contacted them that they made a mistake to exclude us, they defended that mistake by saying that no, they were correct because we cease to exist as a tribe because we are found in 2 counties in Liberia. And our argument was that there are many other tribes that are in more than 1 counties in Liberia. So they cannot be the reason. Then probably there's all ulterior motive that we don't know, but we just think that people just want to write their own history and marginalize a lot of people in the country.
So when you say people, I mean, are there specific people you think that you can identify, or just something you are saying? Because it's just wanting to make an allegation to identify somebody.
Yeah, like take for example, the former Solicitor General United Torn, who in fact went to our law and said, "Oh, don't mind Sapo people, they are fighting to create a county." And I don't know whether Mr. Aloysius Talo, who was the then central bank governor, who similar view, because we made repeated efforts to sit with him to resolve this issue. And they justified their action, meaning that it was deliberate. It was deliberate. And so we had nothing to do but to see redress, to see remedy under the law. And that's what we have done.
Okay, so now that the Sapo mask has been displayed, and you say you are still pursuing the case, though, so what are you still seeking this time around?
We seeking for historical facts to be corrected, particularly the violation of our rights. The rights they violated of representation, they are huge. Because looking at historical facts or historical symbols and artifacts, you can't exclude us because those things may be future references. So it is important that we are included on that money. On that money, historical facts should be corrected. We should be included. and whether the issue of damages, if they are found culpable, probably we could pursue them in terms of damages for what they cause the Sapo people.
Patrick, do you have a question for the guest? I will relay if he doesn't hear you. I'll relay it to him.
Yeah, so you asked him about whether there is still a need to pursue the case or prosecute the case, and he said yes. So then of course, what will you be looking for? What answer will you be looking for from the Supreme Court if you still continue to pursue the case? The fact that the mass you've been recognized officially now. What you been fighting for has been done, has been doing a shot. What else will you be looking for if you continue to pursue the case?
Yeah, like what I'm looking for, or what the Sapo people, what we're looking for is for the Supreme Court to mandate the central bank to correct the error that was made. And so if we were to get that in our favor and the case go against the central bank, none that will only be placing our marks on the next printing of the money, but we can also pursue them for damages and the emotional stress and trauma that caused the Sapo people in the first place. So, I mean, placing our marks or recognizing our marks among the 17, marks, I mean, just one aspect of it. You can't put a group of people under such tremendous stress and you think you just walk away with like that. You can walk away with that for free. So we'll pursue the in terms of damages.
Okay.
We are thinking about that. Yes.
Okay, so another question is, who do you hold responsible? The person who issues a mandate and the person who executes the mandate issue. Who do you hold responsible? For instance, the authority to print, banknotes in this country lies in the authority of the legislature. They authorize, they design what gets on the banknote, in fact, to be printed. The central bank, for example, is just an executor of the plan, of the instructions from the legislature, what they put together, what they current. Now, when I was Zaza and others, were in that legislature, did you do any? Did you make some efforts? People like Zaza, for example, who himself is a brain of the Central Bank of Liberia, somebody who has worked in the financial sector for many years. Did you find out why did the legislature exclude the Sapo marks and told the Central Bank to print the 1,000 banknote with only 16 marks? Did you find out? Did you do any background check investigation before pursuing?
Yes, Patrick. The thing is, firstly, let's just correct this assertion that you are making that the legislature is the one that say, print the money this way. So assuming that you are telling some of the three representatives to say you put that matter before them, and all of them came and say, okay, the money is going to be printed, the color should be yellow. In fact, there should be a palm tree on that money. So they go to the constituency and say, we print the money tomorrow, the money will be yellow and there will be palm tree, there will be this. The issue of printing money is all about secrecy. Because if you expose the features and the money, how it will be like and what's supposed to be, the way it's supposed to be printed, you make it vulnerable or prone to counterfeiting. So firstly, it got to be a secret, it got to be a select few of people. Then again, Honorable Zaza, we can say Honorable Zaza was there. But it is a failure of the legislature, not Honorable Zaza. It's a failure of the legislature. That's why, from the time we started prosecuting the case, we have not actually engaged the media to say, Honorable Zaza didn't do this, Honorable Zaza did this. We never did that, and we'll not do that. Because he's just an individual in the legislature. But when we went to him behind closed door, actually, I think it was an oversight. was an oversight.
Was it an oversight on his part or on those that printed the money?
Probably he, including those. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about legislature now.
Okay.
Because the central bank is the technical arm of the government to print the money. So they decide the features to put on the money. Not the legislature. They only give you go ahead, or they pass a resolution and say go and print money. They won't tell you that the money is going to print. We want a table to be on the money. We want a canoe to be on the money. You decide the features.
Is there an assumption you're making that because the reason why I include the reason why I bring over one minute, please. 1 minute, please.
Maybe there was an oversight that they didn't recognize that Sapo Mark was left out. That's why I don't want to be, talking about people why they didn't do this or why they did this. I think that whole thing is over with. There's no need to apportion any blame to anybody. We have achieved our objective, and I think all of us can work together. All of us can work together to see how the remaining one that is before us.
Pato, what was your question?
Yeah. So I agree with you, and in joyfulness and gladness, everybody should work together now and celebrate this milestone. But you say you still pursuing. Okay. So in your pursuance, our concern is that in your pursuance now you have the 16, you have 17 marks now, and the next printing, if this particular money is depleted, they face our printed 16 with 16 marks. When depleted, the next printing will be 17. Okay, so if you pursue further, and my question is, if you pursue further, they said that the government, include Sapo. In including Sapo now, will this government withdraw or recall 1,000 banknotes and immediately go ahead with print of new notes, so include Sapo?
Actually, we are not technicians. We are indigenous people. Indigenous people are not technicians. All we want to be represented on the money because of the historical significance. So how they do it, it's up to them. It's up to them. Like I told you, it is the technicians that are doing that work. We as indigenous people just want to be represented. That's what we want. And so if they can give us that assurance that, oh yes, or Sapo people, we now know that your marks is available, or probably now we're not printing, but in maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4 years, we'll be printing again, and that the printing will carry your marks. They can write that on paper and give that to the Sapo community, so that tomorrow our children, if they fail to do so, our children will have a reliance to pursue, to pursue them. Because mind you, Patrick, the issue of the campaigners started in 1920 when the Sapo people withdrew from the Crew National Union. They used to be a part of the Crew National Union. The people withdrew from that organization 105 years ago. So the issue of Sapo identity has started ever since before we were even born. So anything like that will say, oh yes, we'll include your marks in future printing, we want to be written, so that tomorrow Dad can pursue it, so that tomorrow Patrick can pursue it, so that tomorrow my son can pursue it if they fail to do so.
Okay, so Mr. Wakocco, quickly though, the mask is on the screen, and does it matter though the spelling of Sapo, or it doesn't matter? Because I'm seeing S-A-P-O, and other people spell it S-A-R-P-O.
If you check some of the early historical records that we have, if you check the 1830 map of Liberia, if you check the 1862, the 1902 map, all that you see S-A-H-P-O-H. That's how we use to spell SINOE, or Sapo. In fact, SINOE used to be spelled S-R-N-O-U. So that spelling for me, S-A-P-O, is acceptable because that's an internationally known spelling for Sapo. Like you go to the forestry document now, Sapo National Park, they spell it S-A-P-O. That has gone. So for me, we can settle for that. But I would have even loved to spell that SAHPOH. So for me, really, I don't think it matters, but you can speak to other people, other experts, and they may provide their own view.
Okay, I want to make an observation though. Earlier you said we cannot blame Honorable Zazar, and blame cannot be apportioned to anybody. And I think I disagree. Not only Mr. Zazar alone, but I think the reason we have political representation in the Capitol building is for those people to speak for us. So we can have, say, for example, the guys that were in Parliament at the time, the Crayton, Duncan, the Weah, the Zaza, all of them, they were there, and then a major constituent in their district or in their county was excluded. I think something they're not going right somewhere. I mean, I think they got to take the blame. We can't say we can't blame that. There was a reason why we sent them to the Capitol building to represent us. Yeah.
And to buttress your observation.
Hold on a second, please. Patrick, I want you to hold on your thought. Let him answer there, and then you can come in, please.
Okay. All
right, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so I was saying for the campaigners, we don't want to blame people, but other key observers, other political pundits. Political observers, the public can make their own judgment. You see that even when Honorable Zaza left, the other people even said anything about this case to us.
Mr. Wakocco, hold on a second. Somebody got another device on? You got another device on? Patrick, you got another device on? All right, go ahead. I think it was Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, as I was saying, other people can look at the situation and make their own judgment. They may say, "Oh, I think our representative didn't do well." Then our current leaders that we have now in the legislature, like for example, the two representatives, since they came in the House and informed them about the campaign, about the case against the central bank, they have shown zero interest. And so maybe they don't see anything in there for them. And because I'm not a politician, I don't want to go that way. I think
Mr. Wakocco, I'm not cutting you off.
And so people like you, can have your own judgment and try to question them as to why they did what they did, or why they failed to do what they're supposed to do.
Okay, hold on. If I understood you correctly, so initially maybe we can make the argument that we say maybe Zaza was alone, but now we have two Sapo representatives, Sapos, as you say, in the Capitol body, Sonnyboy Noah and Mr. Romeo Kuya, and you said they are not no interest whatsoever.
No, I said they didn't show, they didn't show sufficient interest. And the reason for that, I don't know. Probably maybe they were busy with other stuff.
Mr. Wakocco, it looks like you are making excuses for the guys.
I'm not.
Or you're trying to be politically correct. You are a campaigner, so you are somebody who is speaking for justice. So you can't sound like you want to be politically correct.
That's true, but then again, the Sapo people have a duty to ask them why they didn't do what they're supposed to do, or why they did what they did.
Honorable Wakocco, you are a Sapo man. Why can't you pose no questions?
And I think there will come a time we ask no questions. This period now that we are in, I mean, it's the euphoric period. We are all happy. We are all still celebrating. And maybe when everything else comes down, then we can ask them, we can pose no hard questions to them. So the way they behave.
Okay, Patrick, any question for the honorable man so we can transition, we can let him go?
Yeah. So before we let him go, we were talking. We were talking. Will they reach out? Because
Patrick, is that
there
your
is
background? It's a lot of noise.
oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, the Constitution gives them the power, the authority in Article 17. You know, when they have issues to petition, they are representatives. That is a guarantee that they have to work with. So, for instance, the legislature the legislature made a egregious mistake, an egregious mistake, and now you discover that mistake. You do not run to them. You do not use Article 17 of the Constitution, which empowers you, which gives you the right to run to them and question them why they have to, why they have to make that mistake. And you say, oh no, we cannot push on blame. So I agree with that the blame cannot be the blame or the failure of the lawmakers to do the right thing for you, and your failure to also reach out to them, to question them or ask them what happened. I think there were some of the old hurdles, the hurdles came from, and that what made the whole thing so long to the extent that it's been dragging. But thankfully, we are somewhere now. That's all I can say.
Yeah. And then Patrick, before I also leave you, the people they represent, we have a responsibility to ask them, why they were disinterested, why they didn't show any interest in the fight to get the issue of our identity straightened up. And so they will explain, they are accountable to their people. They will explain to them why they did what they did. Because we, like John, you were saying that I want to be politically correct, but I think the campaign have a lot of issues in the community to undertake. There are a lot of things in the community for us to undertake. Like, for example, the issue of our resources. People just abuse our resources in the park. People award, concessions to people through government, all of people that abuse our land and resources. There are many other things we want to talk about. In fact, the educational issues in the community. I was just called yesterday from Parental. There's an issue with the high school there or the school there that was elevated to high school. There are issues if DO want to demote the school for some flimsy reasons. Those are things that concern us. The people just contacted me, and I'm going to be speaking to that. So you guys can also help us and pose those questions to them. That will help the community. But that by no means suggests that we are not concerned about the actions, though. But I think we are all happy now, and let us celebrate after the dust is settled. Then we can ask those hard questions.
All right, Mr. Wakocco, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. At least it's night on your side, but thank you so much for the campaign, for doing what you are doing for our people. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Patrick, I got a little reaction to what the honorable said. I'm gonna take you on mute. It was a loud background noise, and that's why I got you on mute. Let's see. I'll unmute you. I don't know what I'm saying would be active now. Sam, are you there?
I'm here, Doc. I'm here. Thank you for the show.
All right. Yeah, so my reaction, Patrick, to what our guest just said, it has to do with if at all, even though he said we should not blame people, but if at all a blame should be apportioned, it will go all the way to Thomas Wesson, to the Oscar Quia, to the Mabutu, and those different people, because people that held government position. Hey, Oliver. Just recognize, call your name, let the viewers know who you are, and then you can state why you are here or why you are calling.
Thank you. This is Oliver Davis, president of the SAPO.
and join you this evening from Monrovia. I want to commence the honorable chairman on the Sapo Campaigners, Mr. Kpayoun for Sunday. Tribe among the 17 tribes in Liberia. Hey, my man. And I want to appreciate all of the Sapo citizens as well for the patience, because I can say patient because this thing bring this thing can be chaotic in some countries where people have been denied their identity, but the Sapo people remain patient all those centuries until today. Symbol that can signify that yes, Sapo is a tribe in the Republic of Liberia. I want to make this clear to the public that this issue that the campaigners are pushing, they are not fighting anybody. They are not fighting any tribe, neither anyone, for any reason. But it is something that this generation and the generations to come to benefit. So if you look at what we've been following for the day, I did a post, and other friends will come to my inbox and people will be calling me, what is significant of Sapo people leaving their original group crown? What is significant the Sapo people forming tribe on their own, they are being a subgroup to crown or crew. And this thing, some of us who follow a little history, we didn't see where the crew, the Sapo and the crown or the crew have been working together, like Mr. Wakocco just mentioned. I think so far is the crown and the crew. The crew tried a little bit for working with the Sapo people, like you said, the National Crew Union, and that they left in 1920. But I didn't have any history of that with the Crown people, where the Sapo people and the Crown people were having a union that they used to work in, except where the history of war, because of cultural similarity and the duty that we all value, the duty relationship that we all value. Many of our warriors fought for the Crown people in this country. And today,
Oliver, is there a way you can walk away from the kids a little bit? It's a lot of noise.
Oh yeah, let me leave the noise. So, like I was saying, our people. Yeah, so our people fought in this country war that doesn't concern them. If I say doesn't concern them, because they see that they have empathy with other tribes. Sometimes they go to help, and at the end of the day, it becomes probably for the Sapo people today. If you hear in the history of Liberia that the Sapo people fought war, all of the history I follow, I've never seen where this other tribe and Sapo will go into confusion that will result to war. But we did Sapo people no. But it will either be Sapo people go to help the other tribe because they feel that the interrelationship is there. And at the end of the day, it is a war for the Sapo people. So it's tribal recognition to me has brought relief to our generation, so that tomorrow we can use it as a stepping stone to stay on our own. When whosoever is doing the thing, we can say it's not our business. If we consent or we feel that we can share empathy with them, we can go there in the same manner our forefather did. But it shouldn't be like we can be suppressed or we can be forced to be part of any group. Anyhow, more especially what I'm seeing, like you see the Sapo of 6 sessions, and the group that is within Grand Leader. Let me be clear that our people in Grand Leader have not been treated fine, and because of political gravity, other people in that same area in part
Oliver,
keep denying that.
I want you to be brief because we have time constraint, please.
Yeah. So I don't want our people in the Kutu area to look at their political demarcation and feel that they are not Sapo, because the history we are following today that brought us here told us that the Putu is the mother of all of the Sapo sessions. So today, a Putu will say because they are four within Grand Leader and they are single session from the Sapo star and the in Grand Leader, for that, they are intimidated and they will not like to show up for being Sapo. At the end of the day, any battle that you don't fight today, it will follow you for the next generation. So we don't want to continue with this kind of confusion so that people can be in a total freedom when it comes to tribal dignity and tribal identification.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for your input, man. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, Sam. I mean, Ben. I think coming from a different tribal background, what do you make of the whole fight? Do you think it's a just fight for the Sapo pool?
I think you are speaking about the
fight for the Sapo to seek recognition as an independent tribe. I don't know what the word independent is right to use, but to be one of the legitimate tribes recognized or official tribes in the country.
Well, Jack, when we are talking about, I mean, all of the tribes, for now we have 16 ethnicity.
No, it's 17 now.
17. Okay, 17. With the Sapo added. So I think we're talking about 17. And this is what I always give credit to our former representative Marvis Jesus of District Number 3. Not because I'm on the platform, but he's one of those who fought for the involvement of the Sapo. Who fought for the case? Well, he at the time, I think what I heard at the time when the bank were printed, he contacted Alosha Talu at the time, and in his word, Talu at the time promised that yes, indeed, it was a mistake. So when we are talking about the grouping, the ethnic group of Liberia, you cannot leave. I mean the Sapo. You cannot omit them from the other ethnic group, the existing ethnic group that we have in our country, considering the contribution the Sapo land over the years. So I mean, I think this is a discussion that may involve every one of us, that we all should fight. Not because I'm from a different ethnic group. I'm a Grebo man. Yeah, the Grebo and the Sapo, the crew, all these people that are together. But then we have to fight for the Sapo involvement. Long time, the guys, I mean, our brothers been fighting for the involvement. Why is it? When I think was it some part of last year? Some part of last year, I did hear about, I mean, some gender guys, I mean, appearing on the platform talking about the same issue. But I don't know where a fight landed, or what was the end of what was the end result. So these are essential things that we should be talking about. The Sapo, you cannot do any other thing in this country without Sapo being involved. So I think
let's see the former lawmaker on Rosasa wrote something here. Let me put it up. So he said, when the band notes were printed, I observed that Sapo was omitted. I contacted Governor Talu. He apologized and promised to take corrective action in the future printing. I was astonished when the position of the central bank changed in court. All right, so it's what the former lawmaker said. So he intervened, you know. He was involved. Patrick?
Yeah.
Any reaction to what the lawmaker said?
Oh yeah, definitely. For me, I believe the whole thing became a long road because Zaza's initial effort, to intervene was not, given due recognition by the campaigners, because, for instance, if he talked to himself and noticed it and then contacted Honorable Talu, they need to work with him to ensure that correction was made and sustained. But instead, they took cold action without his opinion, without his advice, and I think that was the whole thing long. Now, see why he learned now, right? See why he learned now. The tribe has been recognized now. It has a max. Now, all this happened without a court order. All this happened without a court order. Okay, so sometimes running to court can be a good thing, but sometimes running to court can be a long road. So if they work with Zaza, if they work with him, for example, during that time, I think I've gotten an amicable resolution instead of maybe wasting money in court.
So you call that wasting money, my man, fighting for your rights? But anyway,
well, if I say wasting money in court, meaning see how many years it has taken. It couldn't have gone that far. It could not have, because Zaza that I know.
Let me see. Let me answer
I think we are guided by our legal jurisprudence. So whenever there is this satisfaction.
Sam, 1 second, please. 1 second. There's a caller here.
Okay.
Mr. Wakocco is calling by. What do you say, sir? What's up?
Yeah, I know. I'm also watching the show. I read the comment on Honorable Zaza, and Patrick is trying to comment on that. But let's stop this muscling, Patrick. That's why I said we are in the euphoric period. We are all happy. Let's celebrate. Because when you make the assertion that the campaigner didn't get on the opportunity to act, then you're not being fair to the campaigners. Let's keep this as it is and let's just move forward. Don't make statements that will not be fair to the campaigners. We give everybody sufficient time. We rope the central bank and ask for audience. There are letters to that. There are communications to that. That's why I say we are happy. We cross this bridge, and so let's leave it as it is. Do you know what pressure we are exerting in other areas, working with other people to get this done today? And you are saying UT is a threat of the court action that even accelerated the process when we even come to what we have today. So let's just keep it like that. Let's just keep it like that. Let us not make assertions or allegations that we got no proof, we got nothing to prove, we got nothing, no witness to those other things. Let's just leave it like that, Patrick. I want the show to continue. I want for us to celebrate. And Honorable Zaza didn't say the campaign didn't give me time. He didn't say that. He said, I tried to intervene, and the central bank governor told me he will have intervene, you are taking corrective measures, but later their stance changed. His stance changed in court. He didn't say the campaign didn't give me time. So what you get now assertion, that's the point I wanted to make.
All right, Chief. Thank you. I'm glad that you're following to kind of straighten some of the cleavages. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Patrick, there you have it. You got a rebuttal there.
yeah. So yeah, and I agree with him that we need to have a honeymoon on this thing, and not haul and pull. And I agree also.
Like I said, if we were to apportion blame, then it will go all the way back. Because if I Dark Side put it as serving as vice president of Liberia, right? And my tribe, how is that possible for my tribal group not to be recognized? So it will not be legitimate. So then we'll go to Thomas Wesson, and we'll go to Duncan, Carlo, those great people that campaign for liberation in the country. We'll go to Jerue, we'll go to the different people before even read to Zaza there, Mabutu there. How can you have all these great men in power and you are not recognized? How is that possible? How many tribes in the country has produced vice president for example, or head of acting head of state. How many of so you have all these great people, they did not do the job. So the blame is across history. We can't push on it to one group of people. And my thing is, you know, what one group did not do, the other group should take the baton. So now Mr. Wakocco and other people that are taking what the other guys did not do. The guys before then, they did some things. They could not do everything. So, you know, so the next generation now, they pick up the torch and say, we got to do it. And that's why I'm disappointed in Sonnyboy Noah, because he's a relatively young man. Romeo Kuya, I'm not too impressed because he's an old man. He's been there for a long time, and we are not seeing any result. So Sonnyboy Noah being a fresh, brand new man, I mean, I just thought he would have been robust to advocate for his people, but then, I mean, he is like a zero nobody. You know, the man is just there as a matter of occupying space. You know, so it's sad. I would be in the Capitol building, and that's how you put that. The spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors. My people will not be recognized. Hell no. It will be a fight in that building. You know, you're there. Your first weapon is to speak for your people. That's what they're saying in the Capitol building. And not just for you to go be fighting Kufa all over the place. You know, no, that's not what they're saying you're there for. You are there to seek the interests of the people. And that's why the day I get in the race, anybody that in the race, you go away, because all the elders, they are coming BRB, all the ancestors, because their real spokesperson will be on the ground. The first thing we will speak to them, like Julia Nereri will say, when you want the people to understand you, you speak in their language. So that will do that. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. That's something about no one can be speaking all that approbation and vicissitude and all that different things that our people that can't understand.
Amen. You're starting again. So
let engage the people comments, and then we can go to our next topic, please. Let me see. Let's get some of the reaction here from the viewer, what they are saying. Okay, Abraham, Patrick was present earlier, you know, is there. I haven't seen an article from Abraham, right? So he always he reacts to what I write. You know, he writes a few sentences here and there, but I want to see a full article discussing an issue in the county or the issues that are affecting SINOE County. All he does is come and make some, I mean, a statement here and there, you know, defending somebody who cannot be defended, Sonnyboy Noah, you know. But that's all I see from him. I want to see a real thoughtful article from him, you know, discussing the issues affecting our people in the county.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So let me help you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, watching from Morovia, the C1 and Morris. I'm currently following from Greenville, SINOE County. Watching from Congo Town Community, Greenville. That's Greenville City, SINOE County. That's Mr. Kuku. I'm following from the nation capital, Monrovia, Liberia. Okay, Robert Field Highway. Okay, he's following from there. Then we have Oliver following as well. We have I'm super of this. Okay, I don't know what that person was trying to say. And then Honorable Zaza would correct you, Patrick, when you said some stuff and said no, Patrick, legislature does not design banknote, rather they approve the printing. Please correct the notion. All right, so then Mr. Wakocco there. All right, so these are some of the reactions that are coming in. We want to say thank you for your comments and keep bringing your comments. Mr. Zaza said it was a procedural error, but his involvement was a passive one. Okay, so whether active or passive, the idea is he did something. Wesson did not do something. Jaikuya did not do something. Mambuju did not do something. I can go down the line, but at least Zaza did something. At least he took passive action, if you want to call it passive. You know, I can go down the line, name all the leaders that were sitting down. They couldn't recognize that. And we got Romeo Kuya now. You guys, Sonnyboy Noah. They are not doing. They're not even active. They are not passive. They are not existing right now. So you're just go after people that make effort. It's just Mr. Evangelist. All right, now, Patrick, before we go to the next thing here, let's do something here quickly, please. Sorry, I'll just make... Let me do this. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday, so I just wanted a quick shout out to her. Elise, celebrated her 40th birthday yesterday. And so I just wanted to say happy birthday to the young scholar. She's quite bright. She's doing well in school. She's staying out of trouble. She is one class ahead of her age, so yeah, she should have been in 8th grade now, but she's in 9th grade because she's very smart. And so I'm very proud of her. Elise, I want to say happy belated birthday to you. We spoke yesterday. Daddy loves you. And we should talk. Keep on the good job you're doing, especially in school. Yeah, your siblings and everybody else, they're looking up to you as the role model. If you guys want to say something, go ahead, please.
Well,
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, I lost Carlos, and I think it is not surprising. I think she's following your footsteps. Daxaya is a tough talking man, and he's a scholar. I mean, I just want to take this time to say happy birthday to her. Many more years ahead and many more blessings to come. Oh, thank you.
So I don't know whose brilliance she carries or who footsteps she walks in, but for the look of things, she is an embodiment of both fatherly and motherly brilliance, smartness. She is a very cute scholar, and I think she deserves some accolades. The father is a tough talking man, and I guess she is. The mother too is a kind-hearted person, and I guess she is. So hope she continues with this scholarly work. That help push because she could be a future representative. She could be the one correcting some of the wrongs that are going on right now in Vubadi and other places. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I think when it comes to the brilliance, I would say maybe it's from Honorable Zaza or my mom because they are very bright. I'm not an A student, straight A, but the girl is straight A student. Right now we were talking the other day. She said, "Daddy, I don't know why they can't carry the number." Or right now because she 4.8, and she said why they can't carry to 5. That's what you were telling me. Why they can't carry on to 5? They just stop it to 4.8. So she wants to get more of that. So I know I'm not a straight A student, but everything she is. So I think she inherited that from Honorable Zaza and my mom. They are very bright, Yeah. So it could be where she got that gene from. Also, I want to say my other daughter again. She also today celebrating her birthday. I'm a girl's father. Joann is also celebrating her birthday today. Let's see what that thing will get up. It's kind of frozen a little bit here. You'll give me a little second here.
I think I saw that post. I saw that right there.
But my man, you enjoy old age, you.
Oh yeah. Well, when you get plenty of girls, you enjoy old age.
You enjoy old age, my man, because these girls, these girls. I mean, after their education, after acquiring the education, working, their husbands, and their children will all come running to to granddaddy.
Let me do a shout out to Joann as well. Joann is bright. You see, the children, other than they get their talents, right? So, Joann is also academic, but she more so somebody who has this business intellect. She business oriented, So yeah, she all about business and stuff like that. So she's taking real estate classes and those different things, because she says she wants to have her own business, So yeah, so we're gonna have everybody. Elise wants to be a doctor. Otherwise, she told me she wants to be a doctor. Joann wants to be a business, the next Donald Trump or Elon Musk. That's her goal. So all of them they got their area as a specialization. Right now, she's starting her business already. So she has a salon right now that she runs. She just turned 19. Yeah, so she already started a business venture already. So she also into the fashion. You see the dress over there, our own design. She will give her own sketch and stuff what she wants. You know, so yeah, Joann want to say happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best. That life has to offer. Sam, Patrick, go ahead, and we can go to the next one.
Happy birthday to you, beautiful. I mean, it's not surprising that you are beautiful. It's not surprising you are smart and you know, doing well in your business. Your father, your mother. I'm proud of your mother, especially, you know. Yeah. So everything, just enjoy your day, girl. Today I know they are cooking something like I don't know what is in this microwave right now, but I'm sure something delicious is there for you already. And just enjoy yourself today and enjoy.
They got cracking me. Somebody cracking me on here. That my man Luscious. You see what he said here? That good to know. I have 4 boys. All right, my man. The boys, nobody come close to my girl who have a problem. You know, yeah, and that's why I like America who have the Second Amendment right. Yeah, and you know what that means. Yeah, so my crib is fully protected. All right, guys. That's it, man. I want to say happy birthday. I'm happy for the girls. They are doing great. All right, man. Let's get to I think our guests are all out of the way, and so Patrick, let's get to some of the things that we have lined up today. Patrick and Sam. All right. I don't know why my device is kind of freezing a little bit here. Yeah, let's see. I'll kind of do some cleanup later after the show.
Yeah, maybe Lunsad never give you hard time.
Yeah. So now, before we bring this, it's a breaking news. We'll be right back. All right, guys. This one we'll call it verbal crossfire. Representative Noah versus Gibson Jerue. I think you guys saw a little bit of that. I posted on the page. I think it got going to close to 3,000 views right now. So there was a verbal crossfire on Spoon Talk, our lawmaker and one of the panelists on the biggest, I can say, Liberian platform, Spoon Talk. Yeah, they had the discussion. So what I would do before we go into it, I'll get your reaction. Let me just play the video, and then we can react to it, and then go to the other topics. Let's share this quickly. Let's see. I got a lot of things popping up here. All right, let's see. Let me view it from this angle to make sure we are good to go. All right, yeah, we're good to go. So let's play this quickly.
I have to say it so when you go home, you think about it.
Okay.
Very arrogant. And what is arrogance? When you come onto the public settings, and
so you see that one for it can talk to some of you, and Stanton, you need to tell him to also be responsible. He's an elderly man, you need to be responsible. Those are reasons when Foley Family ready to talk to some of you, he talk to any kind of way you feel like. You are being arrogant here. You are being arrogant here. And you got to stop that. The same thing Mark Jabata made one paper to run away from this show here. You can remember the Mark Jabata and that pastor story here?
I mean, you were listening.
Alex, wait. Gibson, wait, I thank you. Gibson, wait. Gibson, wait, Alex, wait. Gibson. People are making a point, but you tell the lawmaker that he's arrogant. But Gibson now.
Arrogant is not insult. The man came here, Stanton. The man came here when Brother Austin Taylor came here. We intelligently engaged him. Nobody said anything to him. He came and said, instead of discussing the nitty-gritty of the issues, he said politicians were undermining. That's his allegation. You can come onto the public forum and you say people are politically undermining, and you as a representative, you don't have the guts to call names, and when they ask you, then you say you can't come as Spoon Talk to say. Then why do you come as Spoon Talk with the allegation? There is a difference between a real representative and a coward representative, which is Elise Noah. You don't want to call me. If you don't want to call me, then back here. We don't want to see you.
Okay, Gibson, wait 1 minute now. Gibson, wait, I beg you. Let me bring in Alex. Go ahead, Representative Noah.
Start on.
Yeah.
It's unfair when you bring people who have not won community job in a various community to talk to national leaders today. He been more arrogant, and normally I always play that your mouth Jabate and that pastor thing. That's why that's the same way he behaving here. I take him to be a very responsible papi, but he responds to me or the way he addressed me. I see what normally fully can talk to him as somebody who on somebody's basement as well. That's what I want to say. He been very
Noah.
Yeah.
I have to say so when you go home, you.
All right, guys. That's the verbal crossfire between Ada Sonnyboy Noah and our representative, District Number 3, SINOE County. Yeah, and Gibson Jerue. So I'd like to start from Sam. Sam, what do you make that this interaction between our lawmaker and the panelists, Gibson Jerue, who call himself Nyangwe? What do you make of it?
Well, the thing is that, Dyke, I did not listen to the entire conversation from the commencement about the entire conversation. But I think national leaders should be given or due respect. Irrespective of this position or dissatisfaction of our, disenchantment. Whenever they appear on the platform, I think we need to listen to them. We sometimes beg these leaders so that they can appear on the platform. The only little time we have is for them to appear on the platform. And any other disposition or dissatisfaction, you can avert it or it can be heard. I think Gibson Jerue, I've been listening to him over the past time. He's someone who's been very arrogant, and he needs to desist from that. I agree. Elise about Noah may not, be doing the right footing, may not be doing the right footing, but that does not give you the exclusive right to address it in that kind of disingenuous manner. I think it was unfair addressing, the representative of District Number 3, Sonnyboy Noah, in that kind of distasteful manner. Gibson is an elderly person. If you have any other something in mind, something you have disagreement, any other disagreement in mind against the representative, you should have listened to his thought. But that was not done in the case. You saw the two of them, extinction, wars of extinction, extinction wars. That was not fair. And on the other side too, that 100% agree with what the representative said, but what provokes man make that shame. I think this is why Sonnyboy, the representative was talking about, because Gibson Jerue, warnings, provoking. This is what he spoke in that manner. These are our leaders. We can civilly disagree with them without using those kind of hard word. You cannot refer to a representative being arrogant. That kind of manner. So, that's what I saw there in a short clip.
All right. Patrick, what do you make of the verbal crossfire between Jerue and our lawmaker, Alice Sonnyboy Noah?
Well, I think the verbal altercation was very unhealthy for a national discourse. On both sides, it was barbaric, and unacceptable. But I would also want to see when representatives and senators, ministers, superintendents, when they appear in a public space for an interview, they owe much to the public. One thing that is required of them is to avoid distraction. One thing that is also required of them is to be as much more moderate, and responsible in their reactions and utterances, because the public looks up to them more than even the person asking the question. So, whatever way, and I will not blame on our norm, for the way he reacted, for the way he reacted. You know, when you are used to something, when you are used to a child's play interview, most of the we on social media, we praise the lawmakers, we sing hallelujah to them, we on interview with them, we paraphrase in their favor, we sing to them, we face the questions to their taste. You know, we almost like almost like we bow over to them in the interview. So we kind of soft tone interviews, they are used for them. So when they appear in a hot seat, you know, when they appear in a hot seat, when they meet veterans, you know, like Jerue or maybe like other people who could be much more, you know, aggressive in their questioning or maybe in their analysis, you know, as rather than a Patrick Bolu or maybe another person who could be thinking, you know, and talking in the interest of the lawmaker in the interview. When the interview goes on, you know, in that manner, expected. Now he said to the man, "Oh, people who have not held a warm community level position before, should not talk to national leaders anyhow." No, it doesn't extend to that. And that's what we say sometimes in Africa, that sometimes power changes hands. And you know, power changes hands. If the man accuses you of being arrogant, for example, there's a way to also react to him. Because why? He is on an obligation. He is an interviewer there. You are the interviewee. So normally, interviewers have a tendency, especially the politicians, the powerful ones, the ones who see themselves as laws and, you know, and gospel or maybe a gods. I mean, they got a way of really dealing with, you know, with interviewers in a very aggressive and, you know, dishonorable way. And, you know, but also too, on the other hand, we interviewers too must know that, you know, we politicians here, you know, these leaders here, as we call them, national leaders, and you know, we should also know that they are our honorables, man, and you know, men and women. They are the ones who make the laws here. They're the ones who interpret the laws. They're the ones who enforce the laws, and they're the ones who, in fact, the people look up to, you know, in terms of their livelihood. And you know, but I think on the overall, the conversation was very unhealthy. It was disorderly. It was uncalled for, and both owe the first I would know owes the public or maybe his audience apology for, you know, for the exchange or maybe the utterance. And Honorable Gibson, on the other hand, perhaps owe Honorable no one proper and, you know, some sort of, you know, public apology for the way he engaged him also on the platform. But I think both of them were other, and they didn't do good for the, you know, for the public, and didn't do good for the interview. And I think the case always that leaders listening sometimes, you know, and react, you know, responsibly. It doesn't change anything. Even like why like see Yeke. What has changed about Yeke, for example? Yeke goes around insulting people all the place. Some of them are friends with Yeke. Some people are friends with Yeke. A lot of people go about, you know, reacting different ways, but it changes nothing. You are just who you are still, and you are just what you are still. So I think they both didn't do justice or do well. They fell below the belt, and I think they can learn a lesson from it.
All right. Thank you for your input. This is what I think. Sam said he did not follow the whole thing, and I think if you don't follow the whole discussion to run a verdict, the verdict would not be just. And also, yeah. If you follow the discussion, which I did, Sonnyboy Noah was called because they were discussing the ports of Liberia, the different Liberia ports, and then somebody who was former manager for Greenville, for which he left in the decrepit state, of course. So he came, and there was another lawmaker that was on the platform as well, and they asked the guy, and the guy was. He handled the situation with some for. He relaxed and everything. I was impressed when I listened to the guy. Until my lawmaker got on the floor down, I almost left the platform. I don't know what Sonnyboy Noah was talking about. Okay, so then he made an allegation that there are politicians that are using, because they were talking about decentralization of the ports, right? And he said there are certain people that don't want the post to be decentralized because they have political interests. Some politicians, they are undermining and all of that. That's the allegation he made. It was Hassan who first asked him and said, Sonnyboy, no, Mr. Honorable Law, do you care to tell us those people that are undermining? He said, no, I can't say that. Then Stanton came back, tried to get him back. He said, Honorable Lawmaker, you made this, this is a serious claim you're making here. Can you give her the information? The man said, no, Stanton, there is nothing you can do. I will not call name here. I'm an honorable lawmaker. I can't call anybody name here. Okay. You made an allegation, and then the people are pressing because this is not SINOE forum or SINOE community radio where those guys are afraid of Sonnyboy Noah. No. This is a national platform where these guys can ask the uncomfortable and the hard question. This is the biggest platform of the nation. And you are there making allegations. You want the guy to speed past it. Okay? And then, I mean, the other guys are trying. And Sonnyboy Noah said, this is a privileged information I'm giving you guys. And otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten access to it. And you will not force me to call name here. Okay? And so that's what, Gibson Jerue banned a Nyangbe. And the man must say, my name is Sayopode. You see, when you are Sayopode or Nyangbe, what other people are afraid to say, you say it. If you are objective, if you are somebody who is objective, Sonnyboy Noah actually proved Gibson Jerue right from his answer. He said, somebody who has not won community job before. What is that? Isn't that arrogance? So it was a validation of what Gibson said. And Sonnyboy Noah is one of the most arrogant young men ever that I've ever met. The man, when you meet him, I mean, there are two ways you can communicate with somebody. You can communicate verbally and non-verbally. When you talk to Sonnyboy Noah, watch the non-verbal communication. The guy, you can see the arrogance all over Sonnyboy Noah. And I like the fact that Nyangbe Sion, the great man of Grand Jide, you call this guy out. That's why I like the Bible sometimes, right? You know what the Bible does? The Bible does not believe in euphemism. Euphemism is the pleasant way of saying something that is unpleasant. Instead of the man, you say the man short, you say the man is vertically challenged. I mean, instead of you say the man is a janitor, you say the man is a sanitation engineer. You don't want to call. So I like the Bible. When the person blind, you say that blind man. When the person crippled, you say crippled man. That's what the Bible says. All the words are in the Bible. Sonnyboy Noah is very arrogant. And I like the fact that Gibson called the man out. So next time, and I like the man said, when you go home, Sonnyboy Noah, I want to give you something when you go home so you can think about it. Because you have not been thinking about it. Nobody has told you the truth. So that's why your Bible says, Sam, I mean, you know what your Bible says? Say the truth, and the truth will set you free. The man said the truth to Sonnyboy Noah. Yes. Patrick then say, oh, the man are the diploma, and they can say that the same thing my man said, say, oh, the our lawmaker, and we got to be, no pampering people here. When you come in public, you made an allegation, I will call you out when you come on the platform. And that's why my own, the Wakocco came down when he said you were trying to be a politically correct. I just said, why are you trying to be politically correct? Say the thing. The fact that my uncle was in government before I was afraid, I said, all of them, they are responsible. You cannot be in a parliament and you hold a prestigious position in the country and people are marginalizing you. What is that? You take the blame. And so I blame Westside. I blame Jaikuya. I blame Zasa. I blame Mabutu. All the great guys that were in power that did not do something for them to be recognized. I blame them. And so I gave Wakocco credit. I gave the guys that are complaining, Sonnyboy Noah has no credit because he does not have the backbone to tell the guys that I need to be recognized. Romeo Kuya does not have the testicular fortitude to stand up for a people. And he told a people, you know what? And you can't petition me first. You petition me, now we'll put it on the floor. We petition you that already. That what we send you in the Capitol building to speak for us. And you say we got to petition you again so before you put a bill on the floor for us. So these are the wrong people we get in power. So Sonnyboy Noah, he got the medicine. Gibson Jerue did the right thing and calling out. The man will go, hopefully when there's somebody who is wise, he will rethink his actions. He will rethink the way he do things. Sonnyboy Noah does not. I mean, he's a very arrogant young man. I would say that for sure. He's very pompous because of the little, what both men will call pelf. P-E-L-F. When you get time, you go. I'm not going to break it down here. P-E-L-F. When you get time, you go check it out. You know, because of that, he has that pelf, and so he shows a face in the air. You know, he brags on Facebook. He flaunts his wealth. You know, somebody who was in a video yesterday, like myself, beating pan butter, rice in the mother, and you get compound when people talking to you, you can't even look you straight in the face. And you guys are not on the same level. He's a lawmaker now. He's calling the man, Gibson, Jerue, who been in journalism for a long time when Sonnyboy Noah was in the village. And he telling the man, say, the people that never had community job before. You know, that democratic accident that happened in district number 3. That's a democratic political accident that we will correct in 2029 of getting Sonnyboy Noah, who is not doing anything, and exude, ridiculous arrogance all over the place. And people are afraid to tell him because he's an honorable man. No, I am not here. When I can call the great Milton TJ out, Sonnyboy Noah is not off the hook. We're going to call this guy out. Humble yourself. You are a leader. Sonnyboy will handle that thing better than that. Okay? You see, they say, Sam, when you cannot walk in the palm bottle and walk in the house, you know, or you can go join the pig in the mud, you also get muddy. If I was Sonnyboy Noah, right? Sonnyboy, you see, a leader is somebody who sets example. You know what Gibson did to him? Gibson just baited the man. That's what they call baiting. He just said something because when you bait somebody, you know what you do? You are engaging the person's temperament. How temperamental, how calm the person can be when you tickle him. That's a little baiting the man did to him. Sonnyboy Noah went off. So the man get temperamental problem. His ego cannot allow him for somebody to tell him the truth. So Sonnyboy Noah, he went off. All the English were all over the place now because the man was out of control because Gibson told him the truth. All right? He told him the truth. So the man is not a leader. Sonnyboy Noah is a follower. And that's why he followed what Gibson told him. Because Gibson merely said, when you go home, that's only the thing. You are arrogant. And Sonnyboy Noah went off. He blew out of proportion. So if the man cannot pass this simple test that Gibson gave him, what kind of test he can pass? In a public eye with 7,000 people watching, and they got tested just on a little thing. And Sonnyboy Noah could not control himself. What kind of leader is that? Sonnyboy Noah, he said, if I was Sonnyboy Noah, when the man called me and said, okay, boss man, thank you so much. Can we go to the next thing? That's how leader, you don't react to everything. You know, what we get in Liberia, you know what we say? When you go in the market, you mind the noise, you will not buy what you want. Especially when you are a leader, a political leader, the people will say something to you. They will tickle you, they will do something. And when you have temperamental problem, you will display what Sonnyboy Noah did. I was so embarrassed. There was a test, the first test of Gibson gave Sonnyboy Noah. And he could not pass that simple test. The man vexed. That what our other papa did, and that what I will do to you too. I said, what? And this is the man that represented Dax Ayopo there, the spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors. You serious? This is a total embarrassment, to borrow a word from Kpayoun Calubah. It's an embarrassment that we have to correct in the next 2020, which years could be accelerated so we can liberate our county, our district. So we can liberate. Guys, we have to do a quick transition here. Since we are talking about Sonnyboy Noah, the man is in the U.S. So we're using one stone to kill two birds. The man is in the U.S. The last time I talked to Sonnyboy when he came on my show, we were cool. He said, this is my 49th time coming to the U.S. 49th. When the guy was a poor manager, he came here, he consistently stays in the basement. And now he's a lawmaker. This is I don't know what are the 100th or the 200th trip now he's making. I don't know. But this guy cannot even have a meeting with the Liberian community here. When he comes, he stays in Southwest Philadelphia, where the guys, they go and drink liquor all day. That's where he goes. What is wrong with Sonnyboy Noah reaching to the Liberian Association of Pennsylvania and say, you know what, I want to have a conversation
with the community here. What is wrong with that? Why Sonnyboy Noah cannot do that? When he comes, he cannot go to Washington, D.C. to meet, or let me take it back. When the American meet with the community, how you go to Washington, D.C.? You know? That's why I take that one back. So, guys, I want to discuss this. Why is it inferiority complex, or is something? What is he hiding? A public leader will come and cannot even meet with the Sapo community before I even talk about the Liberian community here. You can meet with the Crew community. I mean, you can meet with the Grebo community. The different tribal groups in your county, you come and you sit in the basement, you sit in your house all day in your apartment, and you can meet with us. You are not a private citizen. You are a representative of the Republic of Liberia. So what is Sonnyboy Noah hiding that you can't come out to talk to us so we can ask him some questions? Or are you afraid to so we can say he's arrogant? Is that why he had it? So, Sam, what you guys think, man? But I'm embarrassed. Right now I can take Sonnyboy. I was thinking about it already to go for Sonnyboy Noah and go because I work for a government department here. I have made contact with these people, but I want a leader. I want somebody that will come, right? When I carry you to the people that will make sense to them, you know. So when I think about Sonnyboy Noah, I don't know what he's going to say to those people, you know. I don't know. When he sits before those people, what are you going to say? I don't know, because when you cannot even handle Gibson Jerue, simple comment that he made, how can Sonnyboy Noah make a case to the people? And so I'm afraid. I can't bring the man to embarrass myself. So what you guys make of this, man? I mean, Sam, you guys are young guys. The progress of SINOE, the progress of Liberia is predicated upon the young people. If you look at the country Burkina Faso, that guy, young guy, he in his 30s, and see what our young man is doing in that place. And we have Sonnyboy Noah, 40 years old, and he afraid to meet us, meet with the graduate community, the Crew community, the Crown community, the Liberian community. Guys, what y'all make of the thing, man? I want to hear your view back. I want Sam, what do you think? Is it right for Sonnyboy Noah to come and just sit in the house and come back to Liberia? Then you go meet on the airport, you sing for him. Oh, say that all. And he brings nothing home. And you cannot even meet with that. You put the esoteric. But man, what you take, man? I mean, since let's bring Patrick saying in the darkness. Since Sonnyboy Noah can't bring light in Liberia and the man in the darkness. So let's bring the man first. Patrick, let me unmute you. Sonnyboy Noah can't be light available for Patrick. What?
Yeah, so I know when it comes to talking about Alex, for you will have the whole day, or you have the whole day without getting tired. You know, yeah, you will have the whole day without getting tired. Actually, you know, but I think, on Noam, you know, still got time. This is second year. He still got time to meet with Liberian community. We don't even know his itinerary. And it's possible he will initiate a meeting with them, you know, and talk to them. But the last time he was there, in fact, he met with some Liberians in the US. He attended some of the programs. Yeah, he attended some of the programs. So I don't want to dwell on this one yet too much, because our people want to know more about the things happening, you know, back home in Liberia. You know, let's talk more about those things. And
just as a political leader, and the man left the country, he making it under the 200th trip now, and you say, "Oh, let's wait." The man will meet with the people. That is second year in office.
What happens is that, look, you see, in the Liberian leadership style is one that is not governed by system, or it's not governed by morality. Anybody, a leader, a representative, or senator, you act at your own volition. All right, you work at your own volition. There is nothing to guide you or restrict you from what you're supposed to do and not to do. Okay, so we have a broken system, a broken nation, and so when people are working, we think they're not working. But until we get it to them, we know that to work in the Liberian.
Tell our audience for a little bit. What is Sonnyboy Noah doing?
No, look, Alex. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's serving the purpose. He was elected. Though on suspension, he wasn't being returning to work.
Is that the purpose you were elected to be suspended? Was that the purpose?
No, I think his suspension cannot be justified by those who suspended him because I strongly hold the view that the suspension was very bogus, very illegal. If he had his own will, I mean, if I was Sonnyboy, in fact, I would have gone to the Supreme Court to challenge a suspension. Yes, but maybe he chose to allow sleeping not to lie. But that the book of suspension, we hope. But everything that these guys have been doing against Elise, I mean, it's not something we can hail or praise. Everything there is just out of order. It's out of the legal, legal maxim. So then he go arrest him.
Sonnyboy Noah, he said he voted for Kofa to be removed. But you say the guys are they're proceeding the wrong way. But let's bring Sam in here. And your thought, let's bring Sam.
So when we place all the emphasis on Alex, then all our lawmakers, all our ministers, all our senators, other representatives, that are not doing what they're supposed to do, it gives them an opportunity to escape justice, to escape the hard seat, to escape our. That's why I suggested that we can talk about the video aspect, the altercation between him and Gibson Jerue, and whatever he does there in the U.S., whether he meets with the people there or not, and we could table it for another time, so that we don't give him all the time, as though he's the only representative. There are others who are doing far worse than others known. All right,
that's what we got. The next we're talking about is Crayton Duncan. He's on the agenda. Which we are talking about Romeo Kuya first, but the young guy that's supposed to talk, he did. I mean, we have some little glitch somewhere, and that's why he's not here. But we're not selecting when the Sonnyboy Noah. I mean, Pato, let me make this clear. The reason Sonnyboy Noah is on the spotlight of that side you put or the radar of that side you put because he directly represents my district. And so, Pato, before I go to another man's house, my house should be in order first. So I can't have the guys scatter my whole house and I'll be talking about other people. And that's why I'm holding the man account, because I want the man to straighten my house. I gave him a job to do. You can't leave a job and when you scoot on, the people suspend you, then you can't chill in America. You're relaxing. And then you let the people over there, but even though you're still getting your pay, but you say these very guys that suspended you, and they are illegal, but then when they approve check, you're taking. So then what I did, what you say the guys are not legitimate, but when they approve money, you take the money. Even though Sonnyboy Noah, they confiscated a check for at least for the time you suspended for, But when he goes by, the same guys will be approving his paycheck, even though he say the guys are illegitimate. So you can't have your cake and eat it. I mean, Pato, let's bring Sam on here. Sam, what do you make of the father, our lawmaker? He has been visiting, quote unquote, the world's richest country. All right. We got Elon Musk, we got the Bezos. We can go the Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, and those different people. All right. The guy is visiting this country. Nearly every 3 months. Sonnyboy Noah is here, but he cannot even meet with his constituents, the people from SINOE County. Before I even go to the larger Liberian community. Why is it that Sonnyboy Noah, when he comes here, he cannot even meet with his own people first? Let's talk about the Sapo people first, because he's a Sapo man. Why he can't meet with the Sapo people? Why he can't meet with the Crew people? Why he can't meet with the Grebo people? The various citizens from SINOE County that are in the diaspora. Why our lawmaker, when he comes here, he conceals himself? Why he hides himself in the basement? He cannot meet with us. Why he cannot go out there when he leaves from here Nothing you can carry home for our people. Nothing. Whereas when other lawmakers, they come here, you get school buses going for the children. Like, let's take that other man from Maserado County, for example. Yeah, I just forgot his name. So now he comes here and then fire trouble until he will go back. Sonnyboy, no, I can't carry anything. So, I mean, why you make, is he afraid? Is he grappling with some inferiority complex? Why you think Sonnyboy Noah comes here, he can't meet with the community? Say, make sense of it for me, please. Let me sorry, I got you on mute. Let me mute Patrick.
Okay, thank you, Dyke. I think this issue is an issue that we always talk about. The behavior of our representatives, all of our representatives, and not just only Sonnyboy alone. This is why I sometimes say, oh, well, we have leaders in the county, we have representatives in the county. But why is it? I mean, Representative Sonnyboy Noah is only flag in the public domain. But do you have your own reason?
No. Sam, I was unambiguously clear. I said, number one, he represents my district director. Number two, I mean, relatively speaking, Sonnyboy Noah is young, okay? He's a new face. Sonnyboy Noah and Samson Weah, they are new faces, you know? So I expect them to do something different, you know? But Sonnyboy Noah is playing the old card. The first thing Sonnyboy Noah is doing, he is building mansions for himself like TJ did, for which I was angry with TJ, for which I removed TJ. You and myself, we removed TJ. But the same thing that we fought against, that what Sonnyboy Noah is doing, he joining Milton TJ and the Romeo Kuya, they're wearing the big rings, and their people are hungry. You know, these are my problems. Some of the problems I have. I want to see something better done for my people in SINOE County, District number 3. Okay, and that's my problem. If I have Sam, I'm quite sure when I have you in District number 2, your whole intention is not to build your own compound first. No, that would not be your goal. If we have M.M. Blahi, for example, M.M. Blahi would not be focusing on his own, I mean, getting fleet of cars and whole compound full with cars. That's I don't think what M.M. would be basing on first. I don't think that the same thing Patrick would do. But that young man is consistent. He is there to garner property. His avarice, both men would say, his avarice for the acquisition of resources is my problem. Okay? When he comes here, he does not carry anything back for our people. He does not sponsor any bill in parliament. When the people are sharing the money in the country, he's nowhere there to advocate for my people. So why you want me to leave this man and go to another man when my people, how is it that they divide the national money and you go beyond Kofa, who failed Grand Cru County? Go see Grand Cru. Grand Cru produced George Weah. They produce Abatie. They produce Kofa. Go see Grand Cru and backwards. And Sonnyboy Noah is following this man. And my man saying will say, why are you behind that guy? Because he is going the wrong route. He is going the wrong route. And that's why I'm after him. That's what the problem is. Until Sonnyboy Noah can listen to the sage, the voice of the people of SINOE County, he'll be just fine. When you leave the arrogance, okay, that's what the problem is.
What Jack? Some may say, some may say it is like other dissatisfaction, individual dissatisfaction. I mean, what some may tell me, I'm not in support of going in the United States. I've been meeting with the citizens that are there, the Greenwood, all of the sections that are there. Before the man could become a representative. Before Sonnyboy Noah could become a representative, you have met with all of the tribes in the county, because in the county that we have mix of tribes. We have, we have the PC, we have the Manigo, we have the Gribble, we have the Sapo here. Yeah.
1 second, please. Let's bring Emmett Blahi here. Emmett.
Yeah, Doc.
What is your input, buddy?
how do you do today? Let me say hi to your panelists on the show.
Thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you.
How are you, Emma? How are you?
I'm on screen because the topic in terms of the lack of our lawmakers from having outreach is a very important thing. And then it's not just something that is new to SINOE. I think SINOE has been bad lucky in terms of people taking out of the bus, especially our lawmakers we elect. Let's go to other countries. We'll start with Mensorado. See, Sir Joseph. When Sir Joseph goes to America, he reach out. He reach out to other communities. In return, you see what Sir Joseph carry back home. Sir Joseph carry medical supplies. Sir Joseph carry buses back home. But look at SINOE. Thank God Patrick is on the show and Walker is on the show. They can admit this. That, can you imagine that FJ Green, the only referral hospital in SINOE County, can be lack of gloves?
Wow.
Gloves. Can be lack of gloves. Our lawmakers are not taking out of the bus. We are in modern legislative workings. Isn't it about just going to make law to have oversight and representation? It's not just about that anymore. It's about taking out of the bus for your people. It's about going out, reaching out. SINOE County have a tie with America. You have Mississippi, which was a name that SINOE County was bearing. Has any of our lawmakers gone to reach out to any of the congressmen from Mississippi? Are we building any tie to support Greenville District? No. Our lawmakers go to America, many of them, all of them, not even many, all of them goes to America and come back from America without doing outreach, without going to build a bomb. So, I was laughing when I heard you having the conversation, but you just only on your man, but you have justified why you are on him because he said he's from your house, so you have to talk about him first. But I think that really is a serious thing.
It is.
I think I want to encourage our lawmakers that they need to think out of the box, and we need to make use of the historical tie that SINOE County has with America. We need to make use of the historical tie, and our people can benefit. In this modern time that people are still children are still sitting on the floor.
Imagine that.
In this modern time in SINOE, the 6 years I made in SINOE, that I've had too much experience that our people are suffering. The 6 years I've stayed in SINOE. Yeah. So we don't need to just think about what central government would do for our people. We need to start to think out of the box. Our lawmakers need to start thinking out of the box, and prominent stakeholders need to start thinking out of the box.
Like PRO will say, let's break that whole box and throw it away. Let's burn it. Before you think outside, let's break that whole box. Yeah.
So Emmett.
You throw that thing away.
Emmett.
Yeah, he listening to you, Patrick. Go ahead.
Okay. So Emmett, you just hit the point. SINOE has not been lucky to have passionate leaders who really want to do something for the people. We've only been lucky with the makeshift structures people put around, come put liberty around and say they're leaders. But for example, Emmett, you are a young man. I'm sure you are not too distant from the legislature as well. You are not too distant. If you were in a position of Alex Noah, somebody who 6 years went back and forth to the US, back and forth, in 6 years, and now still continuing. So people can campaign on international connection and say, oh, vote me, I got international connection. If you were in Alice's shoe, what could you have done differently, for example?
openly. First, I'll have to make use of the historical tie that SINOE has with America. SINOE was named Mississippi in Africa, and there are settlers. There are settlers that have people back in SINOE, right? That have settled in SINOE, that came from America, that settled in SINOE. So I will have to make use of the historical tie, build a relationship, and have a sisterly relationship with Greenville City first. Greenville City and a major city in America, that at least we can start to get some of this support and opening doors
Amen.
for our young people.
Amen.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you a man.
Yeah.
All Sonnyboy, or all you have to do, or all Sonnyboy has to do. Let's talk about you, right? I just give you an example. I'm trying to give you an example. Yeah. Like I told you guys, right? I work with a branch of government here. There are very good people here that run the whole department that I'm close to. If you come here, I can take you there. Mr. Zaza's children, right? Basilius, I mean, that man you see on Facebook, he looks common. The guy is a top military, a top guy in the U.S. military. The other guy of Fambule, for example, Papa's son again. The man is a contractor. They build computer system for the government of the United States of America, the military. They build computer subsystem and stuff. He's a computer engineer. When I'm saying the connection is here, but the guys, when they come here, the Sonnyboy know how they go to the wrong place. They don't talk to the wrong people or the right people, because I don't know whether you're intimidated by other people that know stuff or what. I don't know. But if you come, there are a lot of Liberian professionals here that can link you to the right places that you have to get the support that you need. You know, they're here.
But that's Doc. I'm confused because I thought Elise was your best friend. You know, have you reached out also to Elise and extended helping hands?
The man blocked me everywhere. How do I reach out to him? The man protesting against me, blocked me everywhere. Yeah.
But the real thing is, our lawmakers will have to be serious. You know, SINOE County is in that need of development. SINOE County is in that need of innovation. We all could provide our own helping hand on how, you know, if they don't know the way out, on how to proceed. We can share some of our own ideas we have been dragging down to help them. But I think they themselves need to have the willpower, you know, to want to do it.
Yeah. Emmett, the people want to do it. Say, for example, let's take the USA, right? We were trying to help over there. But first of all, the roads are not even there. So as a result, the little hospital that we're trying to build over there, everything right now is in a ditch right now, because you can't even transport the resources in the first place. If you have the material to transport, the roads are bad. Once Sonnyboy know what they can do, the bare minimum, at least build, get roads going around. People will do stuff in the country. These children will criticize me. Oh, when you can't build your house, you want me to throw the electricity roll my hair? Do I want to get in the mud? No. So you open the road up, when Sonnyboy know I can lobby it, instead of building their own compound, let it put the money in building the roads. Then we can't do whatever we want to do in the county. I'm not going to build roads. It's not my job. And that's why we give the national resources to the national leaders, so they allocate the money in the right areas for the basic thing to be done for the people. And when the people don't strive on their own, and it's up to them now.
So okay. So I think the senators, right? Mm-hmm. The senators, the representative of SINOE County, I think we need to have a national conference on how to proceed, right? But again, the guys are the ones that people elect, so they should be willing to reach out. They should be willing to wanting to, you know, bring people around that will provide some logical, innovative ideas for them. But if they don't, we will still be in our own corners. You know, You know, I really get frustrated many days when I see other countries. I see other countries are doing well, and I stated this to somebody on yesterday. I said, Prince Johnson, the late Prince Johnson, to my best of my knowledge, Prince Johnson never had any other work apart from leaving the army and becoming senator. But Prince Johnson was able to build a polytechnic in Nima. Any of us asked the question, how Prince Johnson managed to build a polytechnic in Nima County? Anybody ask the guy from Bon County, why you name the senator from Bon County, Prince Moy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I learned Prince Moy have a vocational school in Bon County, right? So what is happening to SINOE? What is happening to SINOE is our lawmakers or our leaders are in different part of the legislature, and then the other country legislators are in another part. You know, I'm confused.
I know, right? I know. But even though I get problem with lawmaker building, I mean, school for, I mean, I don't know. There's something wrong somewhere. But, you know, it's better to have it than not to have it at all. Yeah.
But this is a 21st. This is a 21st legislature. To be a legislator in the 21st century, it's not just about three functions anymore. It's not about oversight, lawmaking, and representation anymore. It's beyond that.
Yeah. Okay. I want to say thank you so much for your contribution, man. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc, and thank you for taking my list.
Okay. All right, Sam. So let's get to the one major one here. I think we beat on Sonnyboy Noah enough, even though you guys say I should leave him, but I can't leave my son in the house first. I got to straighten my son before I go to any outside. Yeah. So let's get to the last. What's my device on here again? Yeah, let's get to this one right here. And Patrick, are you there? Oh yeah, sorry, I got you on mute.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Let me just want to get. So let's get to this one here. Saying you guys said I'm beating on Sonnyboy. Let's leave Sonnyboy Noah for a little bit here. And they go to another area in SINOE County. SINOE County is a horrible land, yeah, with the leaders that we have right now. So before we bring the next one on, it's a breaking news. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back to Voice of SINOE. The next one we want to talk about here is SINOE County here. Sorry, I'm kind of a little bit late with my talking point here. So let's get these guys down for a little bit, and I will bring Patrick up here. Patrick in the darkness. So I want to talk about. I think you guys know about it. It has to do with our lawmaker, Senator. Where did I put this? Yeah, Senator Crayton Duncan is in the news as well. So we have to talk about him. It has to do with him not he was sued, as you say. So let me open space and I'll put the talking point here shortly. All right, let me get some space here. I did a talking point for that. Yeah. But I know you guys are in the know of the man being sued by one Tane Johnson on what she called non-support to minor children. The lawmaker is in the news for not taking. So, oh yeah, this is what I call it. Yeah, so we call this Senator Crayton Duncan sued for dereliction of parental responsibility or parental duty. That's what he's in court for right now. So I know you guys are following the development. Our lawmaker, the man who is a national leader, the man is supposed to lead a nation, but the man cannot lead his own home right now. I mean, it's an allegation that's in court, But we can't pass this. We got to talk about it. Patrick, and Sam, what is going on with our leaders? I mean, all the money these guys are making. You want to tell me you can't support your children? The lady got to take you to court? When you guys, I mean, nobody makes your budget. You are the one making your own budget. And you cannot take care of your children? The woman is taking you to court in order to extract resources from you? Why are you making the money? Why? If you cannot take care of the children, why are you making? I thought it's your response. The first thing when you are making money, if you have offspring, to take care of them. If you don't have it, it's a different thing. But when you are making your own budget, and sometimes you put in the budget constituency visit, and we don't see the money. If you don't want to use your own budget or your salary, well, you can't use the constituency money to take care of your children, to send it to that woman. I mean, Patrick, let's talk about this. Sam, let's talk about what is going on with our leaders. Yeah. What is going on? Patrick, Sam, you frozen? Patrick, I think Sam is frozen. Let me bring you on. Patrick, go ahead. I think Sam is frozen.
Okay. So yes, I think persistent non-support it's a prevalent offense amongst men, politicians, common men, business people. I mean, even the richest people in the world, they are faced with this particular crime. Persistent non-support. Their women, their spouses, their baby mom, seeking legal suit all over the place every day and every. So, let's note that it is not only unique to Duncan, but the person who is behind the suit. I mean, I'm much more surprised. I am very surprised. I'm very surprised to have read in the news, for even with Duncan to have admitted or to appear today. I think he did appear today. And so it's surprising. Yeah, he was supposed to appear today, Thursday, right? Yeah, today Thursday. So I'm sure he already appeared. So persistent support. Duncan is a very successful politician. Businessman, as he claimed, and then the person who he had the children, the person who he had the children with, but the person too is also a very successful, woman. For them, they together went to SINOE. They together, built, all these things we have there in SINOE, all those structure we have there in SINOE, and they did it together. So falling apart and going through divorce and every other thing, and now coming even to the point of suing him for child support, I think it's not good for the senator reputation as a politician. It's not good for the county's image as well too. It drags the county into ridicule because leaders must be responsible, must act responsibly, especially when it comes to the basis of morality, the responsibility, the obligation. So one way ask, for example, that if you cannot handle simple things or common things, how does the Lord bless you with bigger things, for example? So if a man is not responsible enough, to take care of his children, and that's what I like the U.S. system. The U.S. system, you can do all your play, you can do all your thing, you can play around, you can do whatever you want to do, whatever you like. But the issue of child support, the issue of children, you don't dare to play around it. You don't. Your power, your money, everything, you can have it to your domain. You can have it. Like Elon Musk right now. Elon Musk not dare play with child support or maybe a children business. So if a man is not responsible enough, to fulfill his parental obligation or his father obligation, do it without any woman asking. Like some people will, in the morning time, the woman will ask you, "Oh, sweetheart, you leaving the food money by today?" No responsible man does that. We want his wife to ask him in the morning, "Today are we not eating? What the food money?" No, a responsible man will always make sure that the money is placed where it is supposed to be, and the woman will pick it from there and go to the market, cook, prepare food. So it seems to say that in public service, the better you can do in public service, the more results you will bring in public service, the more integrity and responsibility you get to fulfill in public service will be defined by what and how you take care of the home. All right. So the man is a father, he comes home, his children are happy. They are in school, their fees are paid. Their medical, medical care is intact, and they are fed adequately. In fact, they give it 3 meals a day, and they all well clothed, they well sheltered. Everything about you need. All right, the family is happy, moving together. All right, the family is growing, is developing. So when a father is doing that, and he asks to be in public service, and he requests to be in public service, the people will have hope. They say, "Oh, that man is a very good, it's a family man. That man is a very responsible man. When we elect him, we foresee good development coming back home, because it doesn't joke when it comes to the home, because the family is the backbone of society. It's the first in society. So where there is a thriving family, a prospering family, always remember that society will flourish. The reason why other countries are flourishing beyond expectation is because the families there, the families in those societies, they are well developed. Everybody is happy. The child is reaching 18, get money in your account to start his own life. All right. The child is 14, having a first degree maybe, or maybe entering college. Or the child is 18 or 20, they get a first master's degree. So the family is built. So the society
you get master's degree. But go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's possible. By the age of 20, get a first master's degree. It's possible.
No, he said 18. 18 at high school. You just get out of high school.
I said 18, 20, right? But between 18 and 20, perhaps you're getting your first. I'm not even citing, but I said perhaps you're getting your first master's degree. All right.
No,
but
you can't even get your bachelor before you get a first master, man.
So between 16 and 20, you're not getting your master. You getting your first degree.
You said 15.
Between 16 and 20, you're not getting your first BSc.
All right. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay. So what? In Liberia, for example, we are saying 4 years to stay in college to get somebody fake degrees around here. We say 4 years, but I know in the US, smart students don't stay 4 years. I know. Good. Some areas don't stay 4 years. I know that. So what I'm saying in short is that the kind of way a father takes care or brings his family up, or treats his family, shows that in leadership he is bound to succeed and fight for the people. And by Duncan, just elected 2 years now. He's in his second year now. He never faced that kind of thing before. He never faced it before. We never saw it against him before. But coming to this level with a legal suit, first, he's always in the news. And that's one thing again. But Duncan is always in the news sometimes for the reasons. One, he came in the news with the issue of holding share in a company. All right, in a logging company. He came in the news for that. He came in the news for owing some money to the Central Bank of Liberia. And all the report capturing his name, coming in the news. Now coming in the news again for persistent non-support. So it raises questions, and it casts a dark cloud as to the kind of leader Duncan would be or is, and then the kind of results the people should expect out of him in the next 9 years. And so It is what it takes, and it is what it takes. And Liberian men are always like that anyway. And we're Duncan as one of them. I mean, they will always.
Yeah, I mean, you blanket statement, man. That all Liberian men. So let's bring Sam. Sam is frozen, I think. Yeah, so Patrick, and your thoughts, since Sam is not active yet, so I can come in.
Yeah. So it raises questions. It casts a dark cloud. It speaks volume of integrity, and morality, and then it also leaves doubt as to whether there would be any productivity in leadership. And so the people now, the electorates now will be wondering, do we make mistake by electing somebody who would not feed his son, would not feed his daughter, or would not take care of his wife? Or maybe it's just a or women adjust all over the place because the man has money, so they too they can just fire anyhow because the man has money, so they too they can just run the court anyhow because the man has money, and they will get something out of the man. So what the man is doing it, and then they thinking that it's not enough. So we also need to investigate actually, because I'm a Duncan that I know, we're not. I mean, I'm not gonna be the full money so much, or maybe child support money. I'm not too sure it can be more than $5,000 annually, and whatever it will be. But so now these women too, we need to ask them hard questions. Why do you sue your men always when you leave them? Why do you sue them when they are successful? Why do you sue them when they have power? Why do you sue them? And so they need to tell us too why they always do this. Why is say, okay, my man?
Patrick, let's bring Sam on here. Sam.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sam, come in.
Okay. Thank you, Derek. I listened to the both of your analysis, and I think this a worthwhile analysis. Well, you see, parental duty or responsibility have become an issue. I don't know whether it is only in Liberia this always happen. It happened in other areas. But in Liberia, most of our leaders today, they always got involved in these kind of missteps. And I think as a leader, it is bad. And so that detach the issue about the leader, that detach leaders there. But as a parent who is from home, who is well responsible, you are always responsible. Your responsibility is to take care of the home. Your responsibility is to take care of your family, your kids, give them decent, care. But that has not been done. In the case, a few days ago, it was C.B. Bashir, a former representative of District Number 4, Monserrato County. He was in the news on the same issue. So why is that our leaders are always it always happen to our leaders? But Patrick asked a question. That we should ask ourselves why is it that our leader representative or other leaders, prominent persons, people of prominence are always put themselves in the web of this. But I think what they always think on or thought on is that, for me, I'm a leader representative, I'm a senator, I'm a president. Nothing else will come out of it whenever I do this. Or I think their actions are intentional. This is what I want to tell you, because you have all of these things in your possession. You have everything. You go to, in your district, you have, luxurious structures. You give people, you donate money. You give money to people, 250,000. This other youth group come, you give them this. Different organization, you donate, you giving them money, giving them fundings. But why is it? your own kid or your own child or your children, and you cannot take full responsibility. You cannot take full responsibility. I think this has claimed the attention of every one of us, and we need to talk about it. But I want to tell you that why these people always do this is that why? Because for me, I'm a leader, man. I'm a representative. I have exclusive right. I have exclusive authority. You know, when they take me to court, I have the right. You know, when any other person will take me to, or when I'm summoned in court. When I'm summoned in court, I will also summon. I will make it my duty to also someone who's also whether be a judge or whosoever that summon me. I will also summon them because these people rely. These people rely on the content power. The content power is what some of these people they are relying on. But you don't know. You know. You are fully aware. This is why they always abuse our people. This is why always they abuse our sisters, our mothers, our children. And I think this is genius. It should be rejected in all form and manner. See how decently this man is dressed. See how decently he appeared. But go back in his home. Though the matter in court, some may say, oh, we are prejudicing this. It is alleged, though. But, you know, our people are saying, our people always say there's a parable. There's a saying that says, oh, to where the smoke is, there always, a fire. So we are investigating. A few days ago, I heard this, and I was doing my own investigation. Few hands gave me, the hand out of this. And what they told me was quite discouraging. Very, very discouraging. Our leaders must desist from this thing. And it is not only represent Senator Duncan alone. Most of the leaders, you just need the rest of 85% of our leaders always got involved in this kind of disingenuous manner. Why? It's because of the content power, and I believe, and I know, and I agree that yes, it is because of the content power they have in their possession, they have in their hand. Is what they use to abuse our people around here. I think it is a shame on their part. You cannot go somewhere, you donate. See what the trip the man is from in district number 2, specifically in my own home. You know how much dollars the man left there? In district number 2, he just toured the entire county. You know how many millions the man left there? But the little $500 or $1,000, even though you give it the $1,000, just $500 or $300 that you give, it's intentional. They are power. You that kind of amount of then you reward that with incredible. This must be discouraged in all form and manner. And I have right, or have the chance or even I'll tell you, I'll say that you are behaving, you're poor. You do this, you do this.
Sam, I think your device is glitching up. Yeah, he's kind of glitching up there. But guys, here's my take, right? Here's my take. You see, leadership starts from the home. Okay, leadership it begins from the home. If you are a man or woman and you cannot properly run your home, that is a problem. Okay, so if a man cannot run his home or a woman cannot run her home, and then you gotta put that person to the national level, okay, what do you expect from that person? What do you expect from that person? If the person cannot run your home properly, there is a problem in running a home where, depending on your family size, it could be 3, it could be 4, right? A small group of people, when you can run that place, why should anybody trust you with national leadership? Okay? Why? Why should we trust you with national leadership? So we Liberians, we got this weird tendency of giving authority to the wrong people. Okay? We give power to the wrong people. And some of us, we can see this long time before it even comes to fruition. We say it to you. We told you from day one that Crayton Duncan is a hustler. All right? What Crayton Duncan is doing, not taking care of his children in Liberia. He cannot do it in the U.S., and that's why he ran away from here. Because when he knows that when he does this here, when he does that here, he will go to jail. Because if they put the child support on you and you don't pay after certain years, they will issue a warrant for you. Okay? As a matter of fact, you can't travel. When you get to the airport, when you put out your ID in the machine, they're arresting you right there. Okay? You're not going anywhere. So some of these guys, they don't want to be responsible. If you're not disciplined, you can't be in the U.S. So some of them, they go to Liberia, where there is indiscipline, where nobody can hold them accountable, because after all, they are the law, they are the Alpha and Omega. So they do anything to our ladies. Okay? When the lady breaks up with them, they say, you know what, I'm not going to take care of you. I'm not going to take care of, okay, you know how to take care of the woman when you break up. But if you have children, obviously you got to take care of the children. Okay? But then some of them they will throw a tantrum. They will say, okay, you don't want me. I'm not taking you alone will take care of the children. Okay? You are angry with the woman together with your children? It doesn't make sense. So this is a lack of leadership on the part of Crayton Duncan. And that's what we told you guys before. If you put Crayton Duncan there, the man is just coming. The other day I was watching this channel called The Country Diary. And I saw this guy mashing in whatever he lives over there, they call now Murrayville, one of the suburb towns over there. I mean, I saw the guy house in that place. I was like, damn it, the guys are enjoying Liberia, and what people are suffering. And then, so Liberian people will praise them. Oh, look at the man doing good. He get okay. The man is doing good. You send him in the Capitol building to seek your interest, and the man is doing good, and you are suffering, but then you are there praising him. What is wrong with our people thinking? So, sometimes the people will say you get the leader you deserve. But I don't hold that view. I don't think we deserve Crayton Duncan there. We don't deserve Crayton Duncan. We don't deserve Sonnyboy Noah. Okay? We don't deserve Romokuya. It's sad that these people, they got the colonial mindset. You know, they call them the neo-colonialists. You know, they take the imperial, this capitalist mindset, and they carry over there, they imbibe the philosophy, and then they use their own people. Okay? They use their people. So the leaders we have, like Crayton Duncan, is a pure capitalist. It's about accumulation of resources. He doesn't care. This man during the campaign, he went around and lied to our people. He was bringing 400 people to the United States, and not a single person has come. So we told you, this man is a pathological, congenial liar. When the man cannot take care of his children, why you think he's going to do something inside the county? Nothing. The man has been, he was a lawmaker, a representative for 6 years. He did not sponsor one single bill. And the people outside the county, they're saying to the cabinet, they're saying to the Senate. And so I don't know. I don't know, but I think we have to work on the thinking of the people in our country. All right? Because the French philosopher René Descartes said, cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Our people, the thinking is horrible. And we have to do something. And the thinking, it starts from the school. We have to think, because thinking can be taught to people. That's why they got philosophy. You do critical thinking and those different things so you can think properly, you know, so you can know flawed argument, so you can know bad argument from good argument. Okay, and so we have some of these people, they say things to our people, and our people don't see through them because they were not taught how to think. They were not taught critical thinking 101. They don't do that in school in Liberia, or at least at the high school level. They don't do that. And so we have to start teaching our children how to think. That way we'll know a spurious argument, we can detect specious argument, we can detect, fallacious argument, and those different things. But no. So Crayton Duncan had to go around, abuse our children, abuse our girls, and they get power. Nobody can hold them accountable. That man, there was an article online where when you are running as a representative, when I read the article, I said, wow, what this guy is thinking. Those guys work for him. They printed, they are professional. They call them skilled workers. The people work for Crayton Duncan. And the man called them crooks. He's not going to pay them a dime. He was breaking. I was like, you serious? And this is the man you expect to change Liberia? This is the man you expect to make a change in SINOE County? No, this man is a capitalist. He is there to amass, to take resources from you, to suck it. That's all Crayton Duncan is there for. The man can take a loan he can't pay. And you expect a man to change SINOE County? And you expect a man can take the loan and take all the resources and carry a company and get 12% share. And he can't do nothing for his family. But you expect the man to change SINOE County. Okay, that's what you have. So we have another 9 years for our people the children to sit on a leaking schools. Because if the man cannot take care of his family, definitely he doesn't care for our children in school that are sitting on the floor. He does not care. If the man cannot take care of the children, why you think he's going to lobby for you to get roles in SINOE County? Why? If the man cannot take care of the children, why you think he's going to make sure that every house in SINOE County has electricity? Why you think he's going to do that when the man cannot take care of the children? Why do you think you will get clean drinking water when Crayton Duncan cannot take care of the children? He will look after you. You are not his children. If he cannot take care of his progeny, his children, why you think you will be favored over his children? The man does not care. And that's why you get, when you put the bad leaders in power, bad people in power, you reap that. I told you this guy is an American Liberian, and you know what the American Liberian they did to our people? For 133 years, they suppressed the people. And you bring the man to come and lead you. Eli, I gave you the analogy before. I gave you the analogy. The Jews, they're taking a grandson of Hitler to come and lead them. That's how it is. How you can bring your oppressor son to be your leader? And somebody will say, oh, he's divisive. No, I'm not divisive. I know where I'm coming from. One who forgets history is bound to repeat it. That's why the wise people before us, they told us. And you keep repeating history. And that's why Liberia is going down the abyss. We got all the bad leaders. You might not listen to me. I told you the elders and the ancestors the same me to be the spokesperson for the people. If you don't listen to me, you're going to bear the consequence of your action. Because when you make that decision, you're going to live with it. Because it's a political decision you make. So you know politics is a form of ethics, right? When you study ethics, politics is ethics. Politics is national ethics. And ethics is the study of wrong and good actions. These guys are taking actions to either harm you or benefit you. So you need people that will make decisions that will be in your interests. But no, you put people there that believe in ethical relativism. They say, you know what? What is not good for me, I don't care. It's about me. Ethics is reality. So now I hear politicians, they say that politics is interest. Okay. That's Western colonial philosophy. It's not African ethics over there. It's not African politics. So we borrow things from here all over the place. You know what they call Socrates when they call him, they need to criticize him. They said the man was preaching foreign philosophy. All right? Because he went to Egypt and other places. So he took different ideas. And when he went back home, the ideas were strange to the people. So the man said, oh, the man bringing foreign philosophy. And that's what we do. We go here and there and bring all the weird philosophy. And we say, you know what? Politics is the art of the devil. And so you treat your people like criminals. You treat them like they are not meant to be treated the right way. That's why we'll go and get all the bad philosophy all over the place. And the African philosophy is we are socialists. We believe in community. We take care of each other. That's the African philosophy. But we have gone all over the place and took all the bad philosophy for them. We don't analyze them. We apply them. And that's why our people are suffering with the Duncan and they don't care. They are capitalists. They want to get resources. It's about profit. Capitalists don't care for human beings. They care for profit. They care for resources. The key word is called capital. That's why the guys they won't get capital, resources. Now what Crayton Duncan is there for? So he doesn't care about the children. And you expect the man to come and treat you and change your country? You're joking. Crayton Duncan is not there for you. He's there for himself when he leaves power so he can suffer. So he can be the next Donald Trump in Liberia. You get the biggest mansion and the biggest hotel. You know, that's all he's there for. He's not there for you. And that's why your children are sitting on the floor in San County. The horses, what they call schools, are leaking. Crayton Duncan children don't go to those schools. No. They're not even in the country, some of them. All right, guys. We got to switch gear to the last thing here. We've been here for a little bit here before I get in my element. I don't want to get in my element. I don't want to get in my element. So, but the last thing I want to talk about, let's talk about this Kpayoun Calubah thing that is trending right now. All right. The issue of Kpayoun Calubah vehicle being destroyed. Let's take Patrick for Patrick. What do you make of that? That's something that I think you are interested in. Well, what do you make of this issue of Kpayoun Calubah vehicle? The guy literally drill hole in it. I mean, what do you make of that? What is your thought on it?
You know, Patrick, man, Patrick love controversial people, like the issue of donuts.
Yeah. So we saw the police drilling a day ago. Something that common logic, common idea, common implementation plan could have even taken care of without noise. You know that what they did. So the man parked his car where the regime speaker, the controversially elected speaker, and the latest speaker
I don't want to interrupt. What do you mean regime speaker?
Well, Richard Kun calls himself the regime speaker. Yeah, he calls himself regime.
Go ahead.
That's the nomenclature he attaches to himself.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
So after he was massively flogged, he was massively beaten by Frantic Kofa, he hurriedly used his money, influenced other people to say, okay, let's give him a few months and then we'll gang up against him. We'll come up, lie on him, do whatever we can do and remove him. Now they remove him, man. Now they make him speaker. He said he can park his vehicle to where his vehicle is supposed to park as a speaker, and he ordered the police. He ordered somebody to drill the cars though, and move into it. But the thing is, why did you get a tow truck when the car is parked the way it's not supposed to be parked? So that would tell us that one year for our part, we don't travel to Guinea yourself. So we don't know how it happens in other places. When a car is parked the way it is not supposed to be parked, how the police can get it from where it's supposed to, how the police can get rid of it from where it's supposed to be? How they do that? And so that the question, how is it possible if Patrick parked his car parking place? How can Doug really get it from there? Or using the law? So Richard Kun did not use the law. He did not use the law. He did not use common logic. He did not use common sense. He did not use, simple method to say, like get a tow truck, or to hijack this vehicle, or if I like a forklift, to get a vehicle from here, but rather bust into it. And I think that was wrong. That was an overuse of power. And Liberia, when people have power, they abuse it too much. You know, they abuse it too much. And I think we should just pass our word. Everybody talk about it already. But I think, and today again, the man went and packed a car again. Today again, Yeke took his car to the same place. But the thing is, the car that was bought for the 5,000, 45,000 of public resources was put in that car. Nico and his team did not say, well, you know what? This is government property. Maybe if we spoil it, we'll be wasting for the 5,000. Let us use different method. Let us use different means to get that car from over there. And maybe next time we will put up precautionary measures to ensure that maybe we can barricade that whole area. Be a little fence around it. People get there, and anytime the speaker car can, you open the fence, the speaker car enter out the parking lot, and I'll lock it up. And so I mean that's my thought so far on the whole issue right now.
Okay, Sam, what do you make of it though? Yeah, who was in the wrong here, Yeke or the what do you call the regime speaker?
You need no scientists to tell you who is in the wrong. Public official, I think we said it from the onset of our discussion that public leaders or official should govern accordingly. Some people get power, the power, it overwhelm them. And I don't think this should be the pattern of a leader. Few days ago, you and myself, we criticized our jail for the Kofa for taking that kind of awkward decision, for being so recalcitrant and stubborn in letting the speakership, about holding on to the speakership. I mean, you were here and we said it. I mean, to a certain extent, the majority bloc, how they call themselves, they overcome the situation by taking the speakership. It is his responsibility, Richard Nambakun. You are a speaker of the of the entire republic and the honorable house. You are the speaker. You represent us. You represent your district. So for any other action that you take, it should reflect the interest of the people, of the citizenry. But you cannot be arrogant to that extent. Let me borrow the word from Gibson, Jerue, and that about the three representatives. You cannot be arrogant to that extent. Look what happened. It was a total embarrassment, and I was so surprised when I saw this on international platform, international outlet. I mean, people discussing the Honorable House of Representatives, most especially what just occurred, the Capitol building. I think we all follow Spoon here. You order, you follow Spoon. You saw, the representative, the speaker, Richard Poon, he acted, how he acted in a manner. Oh yes, give me the, I bring the bill. Oh, you give me order. Bradley, what Patrick said, you just bought the car. We always heard government complaining over me with lack of funding, no funding. You bought this expensive car with that kind of significant portion of our country resources. Even though the citizens continue to be in distress, the citizens continue to be in deprivation, the citizens continue to beg. The citizen, better live on $1 a day. But these people taking our resources, our hard-earned money, taxpayer money, using it on themselves. They are the final analysis. What you bought for a lawmaker, you went ahead by, damaging that property. That property does not belong to Kpayoun Calubah. It belongs to the people of Liberia. It belongs to the people of Liberia. It belongs to the people of his district. The same right you have is the same right he has. The only difference is that, yes, you are a speaker and he just a common representative. But the both of you are the same. So what Speaker Richard Kuhn did of recent, I think it should be condemned in all manner, in all form and manner. It was barbaric, it was disingenuous, it was distasteful. I mean, it does not reflect, I mean, it does not represent him as a speaker, being a speaker. You heard, I mean, you heard Representative Calubah saying, I mean, this got missing from Hika, this got missing, this got missing. You just put all of the figure together. You know how many dollars they will be spending few days after that they'll be spending on the representative? Where is the money coming from? Where are they taking the money from? It's the same from the same Liberian people. It's from our same taxpayer money that should have been used to face, a hospital, to fill, I mean, the school building, to cater to our children, is what will be used. I don't know how many millions. I mean, Patrick can help. I don't know how many millions have got missing. Every other thing is going to him. Whether it is true, whether it is a lie. I mean, but who bears the responsibility? It is the speaker. Look, that we have to be very strict in discussing issues here. We bring our public official on the spotlight by be shaming them whenever they do wrong. We be shamed them. I don't pamper leader. I don't pamper them. But Richard Nambekun, I think the entire country, even those who from his camp today, are condemning his action. That's wrong.
Did he issue the order?
He issued the order.
I didn't see the video. Is there a video to that effect?
I will send you the video. I will send you the video. I will come and search for it and send it. If not now, but I will send you the video. But you heard a man. I think he attacked one of the journalists, one Mr. Bladen, who report. But Banner FM was attacked. I think his phone got damaged in the process. Richard Nambekun.
Okay.
They may just give order.
You thought your man in
I mean,
darkness.
you don't.
Your day.
Yeah. I mean. So that was it. I think it's wrong, and we need to condemn this. The action coming from the speaker a few days ago. I mean, he told me, sir, I look at the guy. He embarrassed the executive. He said the executive is involved in removing the speaker. See how you indicted the speaker. So I mean, I think the power, I mean, is overwhelming him or has overwhelmed him, and he needs to behave in accordingly. Thank you.
All right, thank you. But here's my take. I think it was a law actor who says power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Of course.
Do I agree with law actor? Not quite. If you ask me, power does not corrupt. It's corrupt people that corrupt power. Because I know of this. I read about Marcus Aurelius, for example. He was the last emperor of the Roman Empire, right?
Yeah.
If you get time, he got his book called the Meditations, right? I mean, all the guy was doing when a citizen goes wrong in his kingdom or his empire, he writes, the book is just notes to himself. He writes notes. He said, Marcus Aurelius, you are in authority here. That person doesn't know what. The guy literally talks to himself. You know, he was so righteous. He was so scrupulous to the point where he writes the book to himself and say, you know what, I shouldn't do this to the person. Is that the right thing to do? So what I'm saying here is the leaders in the country, they are corrupt. And so they corrupt power. They see power as though it is their property. You know? So you have a Yeke Calubah. I mean, I'm not trying to beat on Yeke, but I will have to do that a little bit. You know, so the argument that Yeke made that, okay, Richard Kuhn is a lawmaker and I'm a lawmaker, and therefore I can park where Richard Kuhn can park. If we make that argument right, then we can say Sam is a Liberian. Yeke is a Liberian. Therefore, Sam can park a car where Yeke can park a car. Okay, even though Sam is not a lawmaker, Yeke is a lawmaker. But the idea is we are all Liberians. So therefore, wherever you park your car, I'm gonna park my car there too. That's the argument you're making. Him and Richard Kuhn, they are all lawmakers, and therefore they can park. It doesn't work like that. You and somebody can work in the same place, and for the fact that the person is the head or is the leader, he or she has certain place they can park. So my working place right now, I can't leave from here with no parking place and the bus spot is open. I go park my car there. I can't do that. Okay, I can't. We work at the same place, right? But because he's the boss, and therefore he has a designated spot. So the fact that you all work in the same area, you get the same job, you got elected, it doesn't mean that you can arbitrarily park anywhere. It doesn't follow. There should be some sort of structure here. Okay, there should be. The reason Yeke Calubah parked over there is because he does not agree with Richard Kuhn, because they are fighting right now. So somebody wants to show authority. He wants to show that he is man. You know, he can challenge the other people. Yeke got to understand Richard Kuhn is not the only leader. He himself is a leader too. So whatever he does, it affects the country. It affects the people that look up to him. You know. So Patrick just said the man. Maybe we can say the first time it was a mistake, or maybe, but now he went there yet for the second time to do the same thing. So the man is provoking tension in the country. All right. He is a leader and he has to behave as such. The same way with Kuhn. Kuhn is a leader, and there is something that is lacking here. And that's why I saw in Sonnyboy Noah and that when we were talking about Sonnyboy and Jerue. There is something called emotional intelligence. Okay? Emotional intelligence. And that's what is lacking in our leaders. You know. So Yeke parked somewhere. Richard Kuhn, he gets angry, he gets emotional. He said, "Oh, you're going drill." Who does that? And that's where he went wrong. That is where, if I went over there right now to my job and then park in my boss's spot, right? They will call the tow truck and tow the car from there. They're not going to break in my vehicle. You do that, you want to go, you get sued. That's a serious lawsuit. All right? You can't break into somebody's car because they park in your spot. The only time they can park that I know here that they can break into your car, there is a place they call the fire hydrant, right? So they got the water hose there. So when there is a fire, when the fire truck comes, they got to connect the water hose to that fire hydrant, right? So to extinguish the flames. So if you park, you block the fire hydrant, when they come, they will burst into your vehicle so they can pass the pipe. Okay, that's the only condition I know that it can burst into your car, unless the other one will be maybe you're a criminal doing that. That's a different thing. But for somebody to say, "Oh, you're parking in the wrong place, therefore they go break into your car," that's ridiculous. You know, that's criminal. And these are the people, our people. I mean, they expect our children to look up to as leaders. Come on, imagine that. You had son in front of the camera and they say they're drilling hole in somebody's car. I never saw that before in my whole life. Had son, and you a lawmaker, you drilling. I mean, like, what? You serious?
Wow. I mean, just hooliganism, just barbarism.
It's terrorism, my man. I was like, wow.
That do a lot of that.
Everybody does their own thing.
In fact, esoteric, even the police officer who went to academy, who should have a second thought, who should say, okay, yeah. So for example, if your boss man, let's say,
what was the reason for which the drill hole in the car? To do what?
To remove the car.
What, they had a key?
No, they get a key. Now, the one the drill for. You
so
got the key with under.
Do you start the car with your hand?
So what the guy was saying doing? What he was saying doing in that car? After he drilled the door open, we saw him trying to, checking the gear. Yeah, man. Oh God, this country. See the guy shopping himself, trying to free the car for gear. So just imagine that. Why how happened before? I mean,
when the car is not on. How do you do that?
Oh man. So I mean the whole thing it was too that kind of way, man. It was too that kind of way. Yeah, but in fact, one of the questions I want to ask is that, or maybe say the vehicle parked, yes, they're supposed to be parked there, but there is no indication also too that says only speaker can park it or there is a speaker parking lot. I think Sam, you're always at the Capitol building. I mean, is that the case there?
But Patrick, I mean,
yeah, at the Capitol building, there is no specific, no one. It is not even enshrined within a standard rule. Because both houses have their own rules that enshrined. Rules enshrined. There is nothing in the rule that says, oh, this specific spot here belongs to a speaker. They only did that so that, it was just established, just did it so that they could give, an added value, or somebody would just a speaker to just that kind of prestige to somebody to say, yeah, this spot here belongs to, let's give a spot here to the speaker. But there is nothing in the rule, because any other thing that they do in the house is premised on the rules. It's based on the rule. So it is not in the rule that, yes, this specific spot here is there for deputy speaker, is there for speaker, or rules and order. Any other person can park their car anywhere. That's what it takes.
Sam, I follow what you're saying, right? But you see, I'm trying to find a provision, but in your constitution, you got two set of laws. You got the written law, and then they got a customary law, right? So there are certain things that are done by custom. You don't necessarily got to write it down. That's why our elders in the villages, right, they can marry as many women they want. It's customary.
It could be one of the determining factors too, as well. It cannot be left out in this.
What?
We use it as a factor. Yeah, but it's one of the big things.
As a factor, I try to follow you.
Yeah, you saying that we have that not every other thing that will be written in the book. Yes, but then you cannot leave this out as well.
I try to follow you. What is it you can't leave out?
Oh, you said because since it is not. We have customary law,
right?
And we have
we have the legal and the customary law, right? So this customary law is by custom. So it could be that where the speaker is parking is made law. It is a customary law that's part for the speaker, right? So that's what I'm saying. Everything does not have to be written in the book and say today saying you park here and the other person should not park here. So by custom, certain things can be law. So as far as I know, when I went to Liberia the last time, I saw that particular spot. That's where buffer chamber vehicle was. But again, if you listen to Kpayoun Calubah, he does not consider Richard Kuhn to be the speaker, and what the whole issue is, and that's why he's doing all of that. So it's a way to get at the other guy or the other guys. It's just fight somebody trying to show that they got, testicular fortitude, they got balls, and the other person. That's what going on over there. Nothing else. Somebody trying to show power. It's power. Somebody trying to show. I guarantee you one thing I would say, Sam. That vehicle, the vehicle Kpayoun Calubah is driving, if he spends money for that vehicle himself, he spends hard-earned money. He wouldn't go park recklessly anywhere for people to drill hole in there. But the money is not coming from his pocket. So he does anything. You see? So that's why, some of these guys, when they get the power, they don't care. People that public resources, they don't care for it. It's not for them, so they can do anything. But guys, we've been on for a while. Let's get our closing thoughts, and we call it a day. The next talking points we will defer to the next show. But before we leave, let me get our viewers involved here. They got some comments that are trending here. Let's look at what they said. I think it will be fair. We can't let them out or be here commenting. We don't even consider them. I think we'll look at Abraham's comment earlier. We'll look at that Gerju, how you doing? Says we'll look at this one earlier. Tubman. We look at Moton. We look at Morris Quia. I think we read a comment earlier. We also read Moton's comment. Mr. Quile, I think we did. Let me make sure I don't leave somebody out. Look at Christopher on Oliver actually. I think I read some of the comments. Honorable Wakocco, please keep the intention to sue for damage as a trump card until the Supreme Court ruling. Okay. No patriot legislature does not design banknote, rather approve the printing. I think I look at Honorable Zaza comment earlier. Honorable Kpayoun Calubah Wakocco. No patriot, I think that's the same comment. You're trying to make the correction over there. There are 3 Sapo representatives in the 55th dark. You said there are 3 in the 55th. Who the third person? I know Sonnyboy, I know Romeo. Who else? Next Sapo guy in there? So Kolo is saying there are 3 Sapo guys there. So I don't know.
I don't know who the 3 Sapo guys. I think.
So okay, I think I read a comment also from Wazasa. Patrick, the campaigners didn't waste money. Please stop using words anyhow. And then Oliver Goodak, from the days of Thomas Wesson, what was done to legitimize the Sapo? Yeah, that was the observation I made earlier. Mrs. Zaza said it was a procedure. I think I read a comment earlier. We, the Sapo people together, need to support our representatives for recognition. Our pressure as people will keep our rep on their feet. Yeah, we got to put pressure on those people. But we are now, we praise them when we do the wrong things. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you, Josephine? Good to know, Dark. I also have 4 boys, so we need to talk the Sapo way. No, without that. I must thank the campaigners. They have fought a battle and won a victory. Actually, the campaigners approached me when they noticed the omission of the great Sapo people from the banknote. I explained my interactions with the governor, but they felt challenged and did what the law of our land requires. Again, Wakocco, Chien, etc. Let's see. That's the lawmaker there, the former lawmaker. Thanks a million. Honorable Zaza said, thanks, brother. You are welcome. Let's see. You are speaking, brother. And thanks, brother Alex. The other person she loved. Okay, let's see who else there. The issue of Representative Noah and Mr. Jerue on Spoon Talk was a public engagement. By confronting a lawmaker in public discourse. I don't follow that. I think MSA, I want to have an input. I think that's why I brought it on earlier. We did to take part on the show. Please, Patrick, put the number there to the border thing here. Honorable Zaza said, what about the efforts Senator Duncan made to take 400 people to the U.S. for work? Please appreciate or recognize him. He is he is talking to. You see the honorable lawmaker is very sarcastic over there. That's sarcasm. Patrick, why are the 400 people, man? Sam, what happened to the 400 people that Crayton Duncan was bringing? They talk and do.
But these are the same thing that we're talking. He campaign.
You got another device? Yeah.
Okay. Is it much better?
No, the echo. Device, you gotta lower it all the way.
Okay. Well, like I was saying. I think it's.
Yeah,
But
the
didn't
other
go on.
device is very, very low. You got it on. The audio is on. That's why. Oh, you put it on mute.
I think the 400 persons are still around. They have already been processed. I think the only thing that is left for them now is their visa. So yeah.
So you one of them?
No.
Why you
I
don't
would
want
love
to
to
put
be
them?
one of
I
them.
don't know why you didn't put the name there.
I would have loved to be one of them, but I mean, I was not part of the recruitment, or maybe I was not one of those recruited. So
I see.
That's batch. I hope to be recruited.
So I can. I thought I was saying, but I think the people are coming from you.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you. Thanks again for the show today. Thanks to all our followers and viewers today. Let me say this thing. Let me say this as part of my closing. There is a bill. There is a bill the Senate passed for the autonomy of the ports in the country. Yeah. The people of Monrovia will be the people of Monrovia. Buchanan will be independent or autonomous, Greenville and Harper. Or maybe there can be a way that Buchanan can be added to Freeport, or maybe in Harper added to Greenville, maybe whatever way. But have been passed by the Senate, and it's in the House of Representatives, as I'm told. There are lawmakers who are fighting the passage of that bill for whatever reason best known to themselves. It's SINOE. If any lawmaker is associated with fighting against the passage of that bill, the autonomy bill for Greenville Port, I mean, you'll be regarded as an unpatriotic idiot, because every leader, every lawmaker must crave for the best for the county, because the autonomy of each post will raise revenue, it will increase employment, it will foster development. Everybody, at least people would know exactly. But you take all the money coming from logs, all the money coming from port intake, everything, it goes to Monrovia, and Monrovia sends chicken change back, and so any lawmaker who fights against it definitely will be declared personal migranta. Yeah, meaning you will not be seen as a leader of the people. It should not be seen around because you will not be considered somebody who keeps the county at heart. That's one thing. The second thing is that let the concessions in the county do as much as possible to be realistic in dealing with the people. We learned that the GVL crisis in Tatwe is being resolved, but GVL is telling the people there that in one week time, it will be doing certain things. In 1 week time, it will implement certain things. Who does that? I mean, tell the people, don't give the people false hope. Then when 1 week and nothing is done, the people come back with tension, then you say, oh, the people like violence. No, you don't do that. Tell the people that maybe in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months, you will do X, Y, and Z for them. Don't get them 1 week. 1 week is unrealistic. Not because I hang in Lion more, you tell Lion, say no, this and that. So please, the tension in Commonwealth in something as well to what the EPO people were, new concession people going there, and the people that are having issues. I think it also needs to be looked at. And then in NOMOMPOH youth, whatever issue they're having, I think they need to also dialogue. And then because violence and noise all over the place can scare away investors and resources, and we need to make progress in this country. Doc, thank you again. Thanks to the Deputy CEO, our dear Anil Balu. Okay, she is so wonderful. All our viewers, our followers, Manasru, thanks for joining us and following us today in a special way. Zaza, thanks for also following us in a special way today. Oblai, and the rest of our followers, thanks for joining us. Sam, thanks for I mean, for collaborating today again. I mean, it's always wonderful sharing the platform with you. And we share almost the same view, the same position always. Only dark. I want to be beating in there every day, and yeah, we can aspire for higher heights in our broadcast and our advocacy. Again, thanks to everybody, and let's keep working together for Liberia. Let's keep working together for the world, and let peace prevail. Thank you.
All right, Patrick, sorry, man. Sorry for the ESOTERIC environment. You're in the darkness. Yeah, but thanks for staying with us. Sam, close.
And I think
man, please.
And I think we need to carry on our advocacy, and our advocacy should be that yes, indeed, give light to Patrick. Give light to Patrick.
All right. I don't know where you are, man. Why you're a special person in the country? You always get light, man. What's going on?
Oh, man, I'm an advocate. I'm an activist.
Okay.
So I mean, I have other privileges given me, and these things are just we are
Okay.
people of prominence.
Okay.
We are people of prominence in the country.
Part of the bourgeois class.
No, not bourgeois class. Sometimes these facilities are giving us, and we are discussing, national issues and what have you, and we carry on our advocacy. That's why. But I think it was a fantastic show, and we pray for the sustainability of the show. Now, as much as we continue to appear on the platform to informing our people, our district, residents on what continue to happen. But you threw that question before. Patrick will come in. Concerning about the issue of the Senator Duncan. I think it is incumbent on us. Sincerity matters in everything that we do. It is better to tell somebody the truth than to lie to them. Yeah. On one power, we go to these people and say all sorts of things. Oh, I will give you this. I will carry you to America. I will carry you to Australia. People should do this. People should do this. You know how many young folks left from Monrovia here to Greenville? 3 months. You know how Greenville is. And I have one of my brother who went there. One of the prominent sons for Jerue. He went there, spent an entire Levy family here. Went on that side, did every other thing. It was one of the meetings that he campaigned with. But it will surprise you at the final analysis. Where are those things? Where are those promises? Is they still keeping alive only just in the final analysis to take 3% from his own camp and take them to Philippines there to go to school? Is that what he campaigned for? No, big no. So the senator need to be careful, and he needs to, whenever he appear on the public platform, that he come with sincerity. The issue about the NOMOMPOH youth, I've been hearing about NOMOMPOH youth, they will do this. I think if we have any other disagreement, dissatisfaction, it is our responsibility to give it to the local leadership or to some of us. We are it. And through this, what we've been seeing here, some of our people, they've been taking some action, concrete action. Oh yeah, I don't want my name to be in the public domain. I don't want for people to bring me on the side for the show tomorrow. We discuss our day. I will be careful. This show is almost like a spoon show now. Yes. So I think if you have any other disagreement, let us address it, civilly. Then going to the rampage. The NOMOMPOH, their claims are not bad, but then they need to attach some level of civility so that together we can have a decent county. Thank you all so much. We look forward to see another show this coming Thursday.
All right, Sam. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. You and Patrick always coming on, taking your time in Liberia. Yeah. So you can exit if you want. I just recognize these people that are following, and then I will also call it a day. So again, Patrick, I want to say thank you for coming. Sam, thank you. Thanks to our former lawmaker, Rosaza, for following in the comments, the contribution made. Arena, how you doing? Thanks for following the show. Okoro, Mr. James, May Panto, thanks for following the show. Rudy Vington, thanks for following. Ambassador Journalist Calvin Garson, thanks for following us. We really appreciate you. Vatiku, how you doing, Boston, for following the show? Orlando Doe, how you doing, Boston, for following the show as well? Emmett Blai, thank you. Thanks for following. Thanks for your contribution. Jerome Wea, thanks for following. Thanks for comments. Josephine Slew, want to say thank you for following the show as well. I think, yeah. Those are the people I've been seeing on my side right now. I want to say thank you. If we don't call you, thank you for following us as well. Those who are following for YouTube, make sure and subscribe to our YouTube page always. We'll be back here again next Thursday at beginning at 12 Eastern on my side, which will be at 5 p.m. in Liberia. We'll be talking more. Our last talking points will be deferred, and we'll start with our next show. Thank you for following again. Enjoy your day. We had a heavy snow here too, so I want to enjoy my snow here. All right, let's start with let's end the show this way.
Oh,